7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
He has a lot of problems.
Struggle to be top 5 in points at the end of the season.
Wow.
You bleach your hair, you're a sellout.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Moto Aftermath Show. This is episode number 293. I'm your host, Travis. We are here in the TLR Coatings studios, and we are going to wrap up the first of the East Coast Supercross races of 2025. Joined today in studio, not our normal day. We are way out of shape here. It is Cole.
What's up, everybody?
Hashtag Dirt Studios.
Dirt Studios, dude. We need a sponsorship.
I know. I thought you were in charge of sponsorships.
We can reach out. Well, we gotta get a little better with the content before we can.
What info do you need from me? I was gonna ask this.
None at the moment.
Okay, fine.
None
Whatever.
at the moment.
Did you talk to Rusty about getting us a skid steer for the summer?
Rusty is he's on a loose program right now.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
He's just on a loose program.
Does that mean he doesn't work at
No,
Carlton
he works
anymore?
there. He works there. I haven't even brought it up to him.
All right.
Because, loose program.
I expected
I hit up some of my homies. Okay, this is how things go here before we get into sponsors.
Okay.
It's Saturday. I watched the live stream by myself watching you.
Yes.
Well, I should have just came here.
You should have.
And so
I hit up dog sitting and have 14 other excuses.
I hit up my buddy Lance. I hit up Rayboy T. I'm like, hey, kicking back at the house, watching the race. And Rusty goes, yeah, I'll probably be there. And then the other two guys, ghost. Don't hear a word. No, yes, no, fuck you, nothing.
Okay.
So it gets to 7 o'clock. Or no, Tomac stubs his toe.
Yeah.
And then I get a fuck from Lance and a oh shit, that's not good from Ray. And then I want to be like, so you guys coming or what? No response, and then a fuck because he hurt his toe. So I just assumed they just weren't coming. And then gets to be 7 o'clock. Rusty's nowhere to be found. And then my neighbor calls me. He's got a chicken coop. One of the guys in the neighborhood's got a chicken coop that he finished off, and he's got a TV in it and all that stuff. He's like, come on down to the club. We're just chilling. They call it the club.
Okay.
So I get there.
The Coop Club?
And so I didn't even watch the mains. So it was a real surprise. During the mains, I got a text of the eventual winner. I'm like, what the fuck? I got to go home. And lo and behold, guess who shows up?
Rusty?
Rusty shows up at the club. Yeah. And
I
didn't even get to the bottom of it. Like, hey, bro, I thought you were coming to my house. Like, what the fuck? Didn't even ask.
Sweet.
So loose program around here.
I know. I got one of these days. I'm gonna end up over at Needham's because their hot tub is on my side, like the side, and they have a TV in there. So when I go out at night to like put the chickens away or like take some garbage out or something,
they're watching the Supercross.
Dude, they have races going all the time in there. So I don't know if it's like Hunter in there, like just soaking down after the day or what. But one of these times I'm just gonna mosey over and be like, "What's up?"
You should do a podcast, call it Soaking and Soupy.
Soaking and Soupy, Jesus.
Soupy and Soak?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not doing that.
No Supercross and Soak?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. So, thanks to the members who are watching here on the live stream. You guys got a little behind the scenes there for the first 10, 15 minutes here. It has been an absolute shit show. The shit show didn't stop either after the main show last week. I don't know if you watched the reaction show I did. Got like 10 minutes and 30 seconds in, and my phone decided it was out of storage space. And then that took me 20 minutes to get enough storage
out of it
to record the last minute and a half of it. So that was fucking cool. So it was a great week for me content-wise.
Sounds like it.
Look, me and the chick are going to get brand new iPhone 16s that are empty, and just that's what I'm recording
that's
on
what
from
you're
now on.
doing, huh?
Like, just dump the footage and
go. I got to dump a lot of my stuff into an external hard drive or something.
My thing is you pay for iCloud, right?
I don't.
See, I pay for iCloud. I have 2 terabytes of iCloud.
And that's probably full.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't even have... I'm not anywhere close to what she has.
Okay.
Like, I thought I had a lot, and then she was spouting off numbers of what she has, and I'm like, like pictures and video wise, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty buried, but I started deleting apps and clearing caches and all that kind of stuff. But
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's a mess. So anyway, all right. Thanks everybody for joining us. I want to thank the sponsors of the show here. So first off, show presented by Rev X Products, RevXOil.com. Pick up your max power for your single cylinder 4-stroke engines of any size. We got a little max power here. Pour it in your pit bike, your Grom, your 4-stroke dirt bike, and extend the life of your engine. Whether you want to keep doing your same maintenance intervals, it can up to quadruple your maintenance intervals if you would like to.
Might even make your bike feel a little faster.
Might even make it feel a little faster. Might make it run a little cooler. Test it out. We did a test. Check out their YouTube page. Our test is on their YouTube page. I was actually just going through. I found the footage that we took.
Yeah,
of that
is it
day.
on that computer?
No, it's actually on a memory card here because I was like,
why
is there only
see
5
it before
minutes?
I
Yeah, so it's
okay.
just
Yeah, I brought my
that
computer too. We'll have a
all right, all right.
powwow.
So anyway, so make sure to check out RevXOil.com. Links in the description down below. Pick that up there. And we're going to do some giveaways and stuff here coming up as the year goes on with them. Also on board with us, we got a Complete Racing Solutions halftime report, which I see I've got some stuff in there. You've got, I don't know if you have anything in there. I don't know.
I added something.
Oh yeah, you do for your Holster Co. Reload rant. So we got that coming up in the halftime report. We got Gutterworks bringing you 450 race recap. Pro Flo Racing going to bring you our 250 race recap, which we got 250 East. There's a lot to cover in that. Like I said, we're in the TLR Coatings studios. I don't really have a tinfoil hat this week.
I don't know if I do. I don't know. I might be able to think of one. Oh, I know. I got a tinfoil hat. You want me to let it rip right now?
TLR tinfoil hat. Go ahead.
USAID quit funding the Chiefs.
You know what I thought the other day? I was like, man, if they just say $400 million, they can give everybody in the United States $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's why the Chiefs got smoked.
Anyway, no Isaac Nelson Designs Deegan Danger Zone tonight because Deegan wasn't racing. I do have a comment about Deegan, but he wasn't racing. We got the Rev X segment's going to be coming up. Hopefully we get a couple of questions in from that. And Alias MX is not going to be bringing you Eric Grandal this week.
Because it's Monday.
He went from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows because Jet was out, so his guy had this in the bag. And then his guy hit the deck and had that super fade in the last 3 minutes. And so he is currently crying in the corner
dangerously similar to the last time we were in Tampa.
About how that title is just falling away little by little. So, and we'll get into all of that with Sexton there, but
the boy's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, Eric's gotta have a mental health day here to get himself back in shape for next week here. So, also on board with us here, we've got our NANO XTREME Relief Pain Gel Lotion. What do they call it? Shit, cream.
What are you doing?
Dude, I don't know. I was blanking on the word there. Our Nano Extreme Pain Cream. Again, if you guys want a free sample of that, all you have to do is send an email to themotoaftermathshow@gmail.com. That it will be in the description down below. We will send you out a free sample of Nano Extreme. I know some of you sent it in from the show last week. I'm collecting for a couple weeks here before I send those over. So make sure you guys, if you want that free sample of Nano Extreme to try out, all natural pain cream. Me and Cole have used it. Big fans of it. Actually, one of our biggest fans out there, David Sparby, I sent him a sample out of the pack that we got to start with. He said he's been using it. Seems to work really well, and that is coming from a guy who is wheelchair bound and has chronic pain issues.
Billy Laninovich also uses it, and he made the fucking main. 41 years old.
And, I got to agree with Phil. Did you hear Phil's take on that?
Mm-mm.
So Phil was on Pulp last week, and he said, look, anybody who finished behind Billy in that LCQ
needs to leave.
What the fuck are you doing? This goes back to, I think one of your rants about...
This goes back to Gypsy, fucking get rid of the van privateers?
Well, Gypsy, Didn't you have a rant at one point about guys just doing it for the Insta bio or something?
Yeah, if you're doing it for the bio, get the... Yeah.
So, interesting stuff. Real interesting stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's jump into this here. 450 race recap brought to you by our friends at Gutterworks. Always well hung, just like Justin Barsha. Make sure to check them out for all your exterior modification needs.
Yep.
Links in the description down below. Schedule your appointment with them. Springtime is busy.
Gutters are flowing.
Gutters are flowing. All right, so Mookie got her done.
You know who needs gutter works?
Who?
Every fan in the stands after that emotional win right there. You're gonna need some gutters to let it drain.
Yep.
Man, if there's anybody out there that's not happy for Malcolm Stewart in this whole situation, go crawl under a rock.
I don't know who it is.
If
For being real honest, I don't know who it is.
Look, man, that for me, and I've been a fan of the sport since I was 3-4 years old. Like, I've seen a lot of racing, and that was probably the coolest win I've ever seen.
Was there a point there that you thought he wasn't? Because the way I saw the race, okay, and I know everybody sees it differently. He was catching him, then he kind of wasn't, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. He's just going to settle in and get second. And then all of a sudden it was like he was there, and I was just like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, it's one thing if it was like a fluke win. I mean, I like I told you, I was sitting in the chicken coop, sitting at the club, and Emily texts me, and it's like the winner thing, Malcolm Stewart, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Everybody must have crashed. Like, and basically everybody did, but
Yeah.
even without those crashes, Malcolm Stewart was the fastest guy.
Yeah.
He could have ran those laps all night.
I was going to say.
The whoops, like, people are like, oh, I didn't ban the whoops or whatever. That right there is why you need the whoops, because he was leading them, and it separated him from everybody else.
Dude, that was the whoop speed itself was incredible. When they put that up, and it was like he was the faster than
He's like
everybody
making a second up in that section.
by over a second. I was just like, that's unbelievable.
Well, where it starts, and this is very Cooper Webbish, everybody was going roll 2-2 into the whoops.
Yes.
Malcolm Stewart, inside, double,
2,
triple.
3, yeah.
Goes way up in the air, can take a deep breath. He can shift into fourth in the air.
Yep.
Has plenty of time to do it. Lands and just steady gas all the way through.
Yep.
And, dude, why nobody else caught up on that? I don't know. You would think Webb. I think Webb did coming through the pack.
I'm going to say
picked up on
Webb
it.
probably did.
He picked up on it, but, dude, if you're good in the whoops, that's what it can do for you. And Malcolm Stewart came from 7th, 8th, like, through the pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
He passed some really good guys.
Yep.
All in the same spot.
100%.
Like, he went around Ken Roxon like he was standing still. Before Kenny
Yeah.
had his issues.
Yes.
Went around Jason Anderson like Jason Anderson was eating a hot dog. And, dude, just kept motoring. It was great.
Yep.
And, yeah, like the post-race thing, big fan of that. Like, following him around with the camera. His dad, brother in the booth.
Yep.
Hometown. You can't write up a better story.
Nope.
And 32 years old.
Old guys rule. VRM.
VRM, baby. VRM. The 250 class was VRM.
Yep.
VRM too. But damn, Malcolm Stewart. It's really cool. Now the big question I have is, what does this do for his confidence and momentum?
Do you think it's like a Plessinger thing like last year? Like he has a few rounds here that are really good, but then you're gonna have Webb and Coop here are going to be kind of the guys still.
Webb and Coop?
Webb and Chase.
That's the same guy, dude.
Webb and Chase, sorry. Webb and Chase.
I don't know, man.
Because that's the way I could see it going here. Is like he has a few good rounds because momentum's high.
See, I have questions because I don't know if this year's different. Because last year he was struggling with the knee, right?
Yeah.
And everybody said last year he was hauling in the offseason, looked really, really good, but he just made it through the season, did what he had to do. And then this year comes in, and I think he was ready to rock. He was motivated. He was ready to uncork it all. Broken ribs first round.
Yeah.
So is this the guy we were supposed to see at Anaheim 1? Finally showing up. He's healed. He's healthy. Jets out. Everybody got a burst of confidence with him leaving. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, no. That was a big thing this week.
Yeah, I think it would be awesome for the sport if he can keep it rolling. Can he? That's the big question right now.
Yeah.
But either way, this will be remembered for a long time.
Yeah. And I guess we could talk about that too, because we talked last week, we didn't know, but Jet out for the season there, torn ACL, getting it redone, already in recovery. I saw a picture or something.
I saw him laying there with some
red light therapy going on in his chicken stuff. Yeah. So, now everybody's talking, wondering, is he going to make it back for Paula? Being the resident knee guy of this podcast, the only guy on this podcast between all of us who's had a knee issue and had it fixed, yeah, he'll be there for Paula. I know Lars with Honda, he's kind of downplaying it, like, oh, we don't really know. He'll be there for Paula.
We'll see.
He'll be there. I would be super duper surprised. I mean, you were talking to Savachi on X or something like that?
No.
Or did...
About what?
Him coming back from his knee thing.
Oh, there's a screenshot or something. He said there's no chance.
What do you mean?
He said that he won't be back for Paula, I believe, right?
No, he said he could because he came back in 9 weeks.
Oh, because he had a fill-in ride. He had no choice but to come back.
Yeah.
My whole thing with that is if his back was against the wall and he wasn't locked up in a contract or anything, yes, he'd be back guaranteed.
Yeah.
But as young as he is and the potential he has, is it worth rushing back, or is he gonna do a few rounds, get in for SMX, win another milli?
Well, he's in for SMX already because he won.
But he's in for the LCQ.
LCQs. That's the only thing where I'm like, okay, he's gonna want
he ain't gonna want to be in the LCQ.
No, they're gonna want he's not going to, and they're not gonna want him racing those LCQs. They're gonna want him back to get some points to be able to. The real key is like, what do the points look like? How many rounds does he really have to do, you know?
Yeah, so I could see that happening.
Like, I mean, he'll be back for outdoors, without a question. He's coming he's coming back for outdoors.
How about all the behind-the-scenes bullshit? I know we're getting off. We might as well talk Jet, because he's still a talking point.
Yeah, that's
get
what
back to Mookie, and then go to second place, but... I mean, all the behind-the-scenes shit, too. Does that get cleaned up? All that?
There's no way that gets cleaned up before... his knee will be healed before that's cleaned up. Okay. It just takes too long in court, man.
That's what I mean.
It takes too long in court, and it doesn't sound like this is somebody just laying down here with Lucas Myrtle saying, oh, yeah, sorry, you caught me, whatever. So it sounds like there's a lot more to it, a lot deeper. It keeps getting deeper every time I hear a new story about it. So... So that'll be a thing. That'll probably be a thing next year too. Who knows? But I just don't see him not like the only way we don't see him in outdoors is either A, if he has a major complication, or B, if they're like, yeah, don't worry about it, we're just gonna write the whole year off, and he doesn't want to race SMX or anything.
I think it all just depends on where he's at mentally.
Yeah.
You could already tell. It looked like he was feeling the pressure.
See, everybody says that, and I thought he looked so much better than he did when they did those media days and stuff.
I'll take this from our fellow media member, Chris.
Yeah.
Crixie.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, you used a term there that not a lot of people are going to agree with.
Well, he's big on body language and stuff like that, which I agree with to a certain extent. So if you look at Jet on the podium or any of the other stuff, like he's pretty serious or whatever. He's sitting there talking about his knee, and he looked really relaxed and smiley. Like, fuck yeah, I get a little bit of a break.
Yeah, which is really weird because it's like, oh, I get a little bit of a break, bro. You were hurt last year, or you were hurt for outdoors.
Well, man, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean,
he's still getting you imagine? I don't know. This is kind of fucked up to say, but I'd blow out a knee to sit there and fucking collect a check for fucking $30,000 a month.
Yeah, I guess that's. I mean, yeah, I guess that's not bad. Yeah, because there's no way Honda's enacting a injury clause on him. He's signed for 5 years, from what I understand, so that's fine. So yeah, like you said, he's locked in there.
5 years?
I don't know if it was a tandem
deal or not. I think those two need to go separate.
Well, I don't know.
Anyway, continue.
But anyway, so yeah. I mean, I don't think they're pressing it because they want him there. So, which is ironic too, because if we start. And we'll go a little tinfoil hatty here, because if you start reading between the lines with like Lars' interview there on Race Day Live and stuff, talking about it, a little bit of the stuff that we've heard through the grapevine about him not being happy or whatever, then you start seeing like Lars being like, yeah, just take the whole year off. We don't care, like deal. Cause we want to keep him here, long term because I think if what we're hearing behind the scenes is true, which is
seems to be that way,
pretty burnt already. They know if they rush him back and keep forcing him because he is the guy, we might see him exit stage left early here before that 5-year contract's even fulfilled.
right.
So I don't know. This is a weird spot to be in.
Like, it's very everybody, no matter what it is, you need to change the scenery. I think a 5-year long-term contract is bad news.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's a shitload of money, guaranteed for sure.
Well, here's my other thing with it too.
I'd love to know if it's like Ricky deal, right? Like, oh, we get this much, but there's no race win bonus or anything,
I think it hurts him a little bit as far as his legacy as well, staying on one brand. My reason being, you look at all the greats. You look at Eli, you look at Jeremy McGrath, you look at Ricky Carmichael. They all went to multiple brands and won on every single one of them.
Yeah, okay, so here's the only
So they adapt. They went on a new brand. Villapoto's the only guy.
Here's the only thing, though. Who's to say he won't get on another brand? Even at a 5-year deal, he's going to be 26, 27.
I don't know.
So, and there's a lot of talk right now about people switching and, it invigorated my career. Look at Tomac, look at Webb, look at all that kind of stuff. So I don't know that was something that would be completely off the table.
Fucking cooked.
Maybe. We'll see. It depends. If he takes a whole year off here, that might uncook you enough. It'll be interesting to see, and we'll have to mark this. Be interesting to see when we come back at the end of the year if he does take the whole year off. What's the chatter about him like? As far as
if he just gets out of the spotlight and just basically disappears off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but then then it turns into, though, when he does come back, okay, the spotlight's going to be on you
again,
tenfold. Like, no matter what, at this point with the career you've had so far and everything, like, the spotlight's going to be on you when you come back, bro.
Well, that just comes along with what you built for yourself, and you got to learn how to deal with it.
Yep.
So
it is crazy. At 21, though, he built a thing that is so big and so crazy.
Think of Bieber.
Oh, I know. I
know
know
all those celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and he ain't even close to. I mean,
no.
he can go to dinner and not get a camera in his face.
Yeah.
And, he can go drive around in Florida and nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
He just gets out of a calling in and people think he's a trust fund baby.
Yep.
So.
Interesting. All right. Anyway, back to results here. Anything else about Mookie? I mean, like I said, everybody's happy.
Dude, super cool.
I think the confidence carries, and we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see some more.
We're going to Detroit, so.
I mean, people forget his first year on that Husky, he was second in points.
Yeah.
And was riding really well. Had quite a few podiums, I believe, right?
Let's see here.
Let's look at that.
Oh,
but.
I'm trying to do touchscreen because I'm used to the iPad. It's on the computer. What an
idiot.
Fucking moron. All right.
I think he had multiple podiums that year. Got second in points. And then the knee. But man, I could see him with the field. With the field kind of going the direction it's going, I think he could step up and be a podium guy.
Yeah, he did have 3 podiums that year in 22.
3? Yep. Second in points.
Yep.
So, if the whoop speed's back, it looked like they figured the bike out as much as we shit on him in the whoops with that bike.
Yeah, no,
he made sure to let everybody know on the podium, too.
Oh, yeah.
He said the Stewart's got the speed back, baby.
Whoop speed. So,
dude, did you watch the post race part where they interviewed him and his dad and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I wanted to make a meme or cut it where he's like, "We hungry, we hungry." I wanted to clip it to the Fast and Furious where Paul Walker's like,
"Pockets ain't empty.
Pockets ain't empty, cuh."
Oh man,
maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get savvy and do that.
All right, Cooper Webb, second place.
He looked pissed on the podium though.
That was a Cooper Webb track. Yeah, because that was a Cooper Webb track, man.
Yeah.
And like I called it in qualifying, he should have won that damn race.
I will comment this too. It looked like you went to the Christian Krebs Craig whoop school. He
Oh.
looked pretty good in a couple passes I saw through the whoop.
So some interesting insights into that.
Let's go.
So there's a very big dichotomy, obviously, between him and Justin Cooper in the whoops, right?
Yeah.
So from what I understand, the whoops at the goat farm are better jumpers.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin Cooper likes jumping whoops now. So at the goat farm, he jumps whoops, smokes them all week.
And is faster
Just
than everybody.
smokes everybody all week. Then you get to the racetrack and for the weekend, and jumping is not the move. So Webb literally said, I don't care what's happening. We are setting this bike up to skim whoops. So his bike is set up to skim whoops. He, at the goat farm, literally takes beatings all day, every day, riding with J. Coop, skimming whoops. Just gets clobbered, I guess.
Again, pay your dues.
And Look
What happened.
But then, like I said, you get to the weekend, and skimming's where it's at. And then
Pay your
we'll get
dues.
to Justin Cooper in a little bit, but that's a whole
Well,
nother
with that
fucking
being
issue.
said, I can't wait to see him on a track that does break down. Justin Cooper will be dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But,
We ain't there yet.
dude, Cooper Webb just gotta be rubbing his hands together RV style. I mean, you've got, over the course of 7 days, the guy is gone. Another one of the guys is gone. And the third guy just proved that he hasn't fixed himself like we all thought he did.
Yeah.
So, who's left? Him.
He's in the fucking wheelhouse. And
He's
he don't crack.
He's in the wheelhouse, second in points, 5
We
down.
ain't even East yet.
No. That was the first East round.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're
They're in trouble.
in big trouble.
I think they're in trouble.
They're in big trouble. I thought it was going to be cool with Tomac and him and Chase, and we'll get to Tomac and Chase here coming up, but he's the guy now, in my opinion.
Yeah, and we all counted him out like dickheads,
Yeah.
like we always do.
Now, don't get me wrong.
I told you though, I was like, don't count that man out. You're like,
You can't
what,
ever, but
two
don't,
rounds
but
out?
don't get me wrong, too. With as crazy as everything is, and this isn't unforeseen as far as like the craziness in the first 5 rounds. We saw this last year, right? AP
Right.
had the red plate. He won a race. He was getting podiums, like whatever. So this isn't like super duper unseen. But, I mean, dude, Webb could ragdoll on the first lap next weekend. Kenny wins. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, Kenny's back 3 points down because Chase
Kenny's
melts
down
down
what
or
now?
something. 18.
Yeah, but the thing is I don't see Webb doing that. When
I
has he
don't
ever-
either. I don't
well,
either.
he did it one time off the Dragon's back, but he was at a Triple Crown.
But I've seen weirder things happen. Look at Eli Tomac yesterday.
Dude.
Eli Tomac yesterday. Jet last week. I mean, we're talking about these guys aren't even crashing. They're not going down. They're not ragdolling. They
They're
drag
getting
their
hurt, too.
feet.
And they're getting hurt.
Yep. So,
They're going so fast.
yeah. Yeah. Jason Anderson, 3rd place. Talk about another weird effing race. Looks like he's going right to the front. High top fade. And then all of a sudden he's back.
Dude,
What the fuck?
Anderson, I mean, he admitted it. He's like, I was a 5th place guy.
Yeah.
I was just there. But I don't know. I don't think Anderson can go to the next level. Anderson's always talked about, at least recently, talking about how those guys all just rose their level.
Yeah.
In 2022, we were all on the equal playing field, and I could run with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I can't.
Yep.
And I don't think he can step up and go with them.
I don't think so either. He's solid, and don't get me wrong. If he
I
doesn't,
mean, he's got 3 podiums on the year. That's pretty impressive.
if he doesn't have,
It's either podium, 8th, podium, 8th, podium. So if I'm a betting man, he's probably going to be my wild card in Detroit.
for 8th place.
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is like if you don't have an issue having these off nights, or if you're Chad Reed, right, and you're like, look, I can get into the main, I can keep racing, keep getting paid, keep going.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I think he wants. I think what did he say? 2 or 3 more years.
Yeah.
Till his kid gets to school age there.
But I think it's, like I told you, I don't think it's enough to be a factory guy with the talent that's in the pipe.
No.
Unless he goes to a Triumph or a startup team that nobody really
But then
has
again,
faith in.
but then again, too, man.
But look, he's
With
3
the
podiums.
with the 450s here, these guys are like, put him on because he can get podiums any night. He
Yeah,
could win
yeah.
a race.
I mean, it also depends on how his contract's built.
Yeah.
Say he's on like an incentive-based contract renewal kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 podiums is looking pretty good at a renewal. Most guys are probably 5, 6 podiums, and he's already got 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the field's thin.
Yeah.
It just, I think we go to Detroit, depending on how the dirt is. If it's hard packed and kind of slick, I think we'll see him up front again.
Probably.
So,
but I don't think it's going to be that way.
Yeah.
It's been way too wet and way too cold here.
Been weird.
It's going to be, I think it's going to be soft. We're going to see Indy style.
Really?
Unless, when was Monster Jam? Was that last week?
I think so. Monster Jam's been in the building already.
Yeah, let's look it up here.
I'll look up a YouTube video of Monster Jam, see how the dirt looked. But, I don't know. Hit a lit kit on last night at least.
You think so?
I thought it looked pretty good. With the green, the gray, and the whole deal.
February 22nd. No, it's the week after.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to be softer than fuck this week.
Think so?
Yep.
I don't know. We'll see.
Dude,
We'll see.
100%. Justin Cooper, 4th place. That was just an advantageous thing. Again, like we talked about a little bit ago here, he refuses to skim whoops.
Hey, but look at this. It was risk versus reward. He did what he was comfortable with. One guy weeded it in the whoops, got a position. He made it to 4th.
But how long does Star's not the team to be like, yeah, man, just whatever you're comfortable with?
I think they are, as long as he puts results on the board. What other Star guy was in the top 5 last night?
But let me ask you this: how cool are they going to be with it? Because like his
I'm an
results
idiot. Cooper Webb was in the top 5, so
yeah, I mean, his results haven't been. I mean, you're talking 4th, 13th, 6th, okay, 11th, and 7th.
a little all over the map, but
I mean, 4th is good, but like that to me, I guess, still is like top. So that 4 through 8 range, I guess, is really where I see him, to be honest. So I guess it's not been terrible, but
I just want to see him if Detroit does break down this week.
Yeah,
And see how the whoops do play a factor with you hearing that.
yep, yeah.
So, that'll be interesting.
Time did the doors open on
8 a.m., baby.
Okay, early day.
That's why I'm going Friday night.
Yeah, well, me too. Trust me, as soon as they're done with their school on Friday, we're dropping the kid off at her mom's house, and we're on the road. So we'll see. Chase Sexton, 5th place. Now, supposedly when he crashed, fucked up the throttle and the brake.
You could see the brake lever was
Yeah.
way up.
Okay.
I mean, I thought I was watching the same race from 2 years ago. He was out front on the Honda, did the same exact crash in the whoops.
The ironic thing about this is we all kind of were talking like, oh, he fixed himself, right? Doesn't panic, doesn't do anything. He panicked last night.
He was like, how the
panicked.
fuck is Malcolm Stewart catching me?
He straight
No disrespect
panicked.
to Malcolm, but
No, that's
he was
exactly
like, why the fuck is this guy catching me?
And here's the thing. If he didn't fix that, that's an issue because especially as we go east, we all know what Cooper Webb's like. He will track you down late.
Oh, yeah.
And if you do this, biff it, and end up not being able to recover or the bike gets jacked up or whatever, and you end up 5th, 6th, whatever, after you've led 15 minutes of a 20-minute moto, that's a problem.
Dude, it was weird. He was gone.
He was gone.
He should have been gone.
Well, that's what I said. I thought Mookie'd settled in there, and then I don't feel like Mookie put a push in. All of a sudden, Chase was just there. And it was like, what's happening?
I think he's making up a second a lap in the whoops. 6 laps, you make up 6 seconds.
That was...
Like,
yeah,
I think
but the meltdown after... that. I mean, I know the front
meltdown
brake.
after, I think, was the bike. Obviously, the bike.
I don't know, man.
When he looked like he was SJOing through the whoops.
It's not a good look, though.
No?
It's not a good look.
No, I think maybe one of the KTM executives put a banana peel in the whoops so they didn't have to pay a bonus out.
This is just one of those things I think we just got to keep an eye on here because, like I said, if he has more issues like this is going to turn into a big, big problem.
I agree. It looked very, very Honda Chase-ish.
Yes.
Number 23-ish.
Yep. Justin Barsha, 6th place.
Quietly,
Okay.
just quietly hanging in there, you know.
Just okay. Joey Savacci, 7th.
Hey, he's getting closer to the podium. If he gets a podium, I'm gonna look like a fucking genius, bro.
They said that he almost went home. He almost texted his wife and was just like, I'm coming home last week because he was just so distraught with how bad he was riding.
Really?
Yeah, but he said they worked on some settings this week, got the bike a little bit better, and here we are. So
Look, I thought this was going to be super good for him, but I think I'm almost on this thing where he's just a Kawasaki guy. Where he knew that bike inside out and that chassis, and whenever he rode one, he was good.
I don't know. It's an ongoing investigation here. We'll see as we move along. If they did fix some settings on that bike, because man, we've talked about this. He was so much closer to those guys in WSX than what he's been here.
Well, also you look at WSX though; they may have gotten good at setting that bike up for some tight turning stuff.
Yeah, it could be too.
More of an arena cross setting. Like if you maybe put him in with Vince Freeze or something, that bike probably worked good.
Maybe. AP 8th place. Okay.
I think this is just who he is.
Yep.
Who he is.
Shane 9th place.
Hey,
ready
Shane
to go for
Sims,
podiums
baby.
now.
Hey, if it rains, he's winning.
If it rains, he's winning. Justin Hill 10th place.
Dude, Officer Hill.
Hill.
He was not stuffing, but he was out there cuffing.
So
I
next
thought he
week
was going to
should be on the box.
I thought we were going to get a stuff somewhere. Who'd he go to the inside of?
Oh man, I knew you were going to ask me this, and I can't think.
I
of
was
it
watching.
now.
I was like, I hope he stuffs him, so I can drop it on the show.
Confident stuffing, baby.
No, Officer Hill. We'll just see. We'll see what happens.
Mitchell Oldenburg 11th takes Kenny out on the start of the heat race, and then avoids getting yelled at because Kenny can't determine which beta is which. So he goes and yells
Rough
at
night
Benny.
for Kenny.
Rough night for Kenny.
Ugh.
Goes and yells at Benny, then has to go back and apologize to Benny because it was not Benny. And I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I mean, they were as far inside as they could be. Could he have shut off? Yeah, but what are you going to do? You're just going to shut off and be like, oh, sorry, it's just not my thing?
I think it's racing, but Kenny's thing was probably like, this is the 450 class, you dipshits. We can all be patient.
Yeah, I'd love to know what he said.
Well, if we had GoPros on the, Kenny was a GoPro guy, we probably would have got the audio.
Well, Benny said that he was yelling at him, and Benny's like, I was so confused. And then I looked at him and was like, you got the wrong fucking beta, buddy. And
then what did he say?
Yeah, it's like he just rode off. And then, like I said, then Kenny went back, watched the thing, realized it wasn't Benny, and then went and apologized to Benny.
At least he went and apologized.
Yeah, on the start line for the main.
At least he apologized.
Yes. Colt Nichols 12th.
A little better. Still hates the Suzuki, probably.
I mean, okay. Benny 13th. Okay. A-Rod made the main again. 14th.
That boot camp, he's starting to peak.
2-day boot camp here. We're going to peak mid-season.
He's starting to peak.
Chiz 15th.
There goes my hero.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool that they put him in opening ceremonies in the hometown.
Yeah, 100%.
I thought that was super cool.
100%.
With his kid, all that. So,
yep.
Honestly, with Chiz, man, it's the end of an era.
Oh, yeah.
Chiz is like the last guy that was like Villapoto era, like riding with Stewart on the Cowie days. Like,
yep.
He is the last of an era.
Yep.
No other way to put it.
Not at all. Not at all.
And the number 11, dude. That's my first number. Let me get a jersey, bro.
Mitchell Harrison, 16th.
Yeah.
Okay. Eli Tomac, 17th. Panicking.
I'm panicking. Look, I am heartbroken for Eli Tomac. And, man, I was like, dude, we just watched him retire. That's it. There's no way he comes back from this one after as long as it took when he came back from the other one.
Yeah, the Achilles.
And, dude, when you're that old, you don't bounce back like you used to. And now he's, how many down?
I don't even know. He's in...
Should we call Kev and ask what it's like to get beat by a guy with one leg?
He's in 5th place in points. We could.
He beat Starling with one leg, too.
Yeah.
There was an ex-teammate battle going on back there.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was that at one point they showed Tomac, and I see Kev just riding in front of him, and I'm like...
And then I see Starling, and I was like, ooh, Kev wants him.
And I'm just like, oh, okay. So, yeah, I mean, they say nothing's wrong, or at least not that they found yet.
that didn't look good, dude.
It wasn't good.
Like, as beastly as he is, to ride that bad.
I mean, he's riding with one leg. I'm
Yeah,
sure
he
you've
was
seen
going through the whoops
I was just
with
saying, I'm
one
sure you've
leg.
seen the videos of him going through the whoops with one leg, which is freaking insane.
So, how about on the broadcast when they had him in the corner and he was just fucking grinding on the bicycle? And I'm like, dude, I would be passed out and dead, and he's doing that before a race. He
Yeah.
must have been trying to stay loose or whatever.
Must
but
be.
He must have a real gnarly Charlie horse or something on
supposedly the foot peg caught him in the calf, so who knows?
was
Dude, I'll tell you what, that reaction was
Not
instantly of holy shit, he's really hurt, because
Yeah,
he was shaking his head, like
It looked-
pounding on the bike. It looked terrible.
It looked just like the Achilles.
Yeah,
It looked
which
he
to be
reacted
honest,
the same way.
if it was the calf and whatever it did to it or whatever, if it's not torn, he probably thought the same thing. Because the way he acted was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening again.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's yeah, and then when we saw him walking though, oh my, I was like,
yeah,
thank God, because I mean it depends on where he's at, but he could start reeling them off. But
I think we're gonna have a
I
couple
think at
weeks
this
of
point-
slump here, because I don't think we're gonna see anything
I don't
this
think
week.
he can afford any slump.
Yeah, I mean he rode last night, but
Gritty.
yes,
You don't. I mean, yeah, he is a gritty guy, but you've never really seen him have to ride hurt before.
no. Justin Starling, 18th, first main of the year. Whoop-de-doo. Kevin Moran's made the main again, 19th. Got some points. All right, we're in it.
We're in.
We're in. Jeremy Hand.
Jeremy hand job.
Hand job.
He gave Kenny a hand job.
20th. Ken Roxon, 21st, and Tristan Lane, 22nd. All right, so let's talk about that Kenny situation.
Oh man.
Anything that you thought those lappers did wrong?
I think
Because there's a lot of lapper talk.
I think Hand
this week.
definitely could have tucked it harder to the left and grabbed a line over there. But if I saw some pictures of the lines going up that,
Yeah.
and none of them are straight.
No.
I think it's 50-50. I mean, Ken Roxon was in desperation mode. Cooper Webb passed him's gap, and he's like, I got to shoot this gap and go. And it was just a racing deal.
I don't blame either of these lappers.
Yeah, I think it was a racing deal. Kenny tried to shoot the gap,
Yep.
and to add insult to injury, the fucking chain came
falls off. Yep.
And he couldn't even get the thing started because he had to kick the fucking thing.
Couldn't even get started to know that the chain was off. Yeah, I don't blame any of the lappers. It wasn't Hand's fault. It wasn't Lane's fault. Roxon tried to shoot a gap he probably shouldn't have.
Poor Lane, dude. Did you see his arm go off Kenny's handlebar?
Oh, yeah. I don't...
He's okay, though.
Is he?
He's okay.
Okay, because when he got up holding it there, I was like, oh, God. And I was trying to, like, watch on the replay, and I was like, I don't really know what exactly that hit, but it's not good.
He landed and went, wow, right off the handlebar.
Yeah. So that was a stinger.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Kenny's real lucky that bike didn't crush him.
Yeah, I know. I
Like,
know.
it was
It almost came around and got him, so...
Yeah, that was a pretty gnarly deal there.
That was a crazy crash. We got a lot of those yesterday.
dude. Yeah,
In
so
both classes.
oh man, it really sucks for Ken Roxon though because he was in the game again.
He was.
And I mean that's. I don't think he. I think Mookie would have beat him anyway. Mookie was the fastest.
Probably. Oh,
Mookie
yeah.
was the fastest guy.
Yeah.
But dude, that's second place, third place.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get Webb back, and he's right in the wheelhouse. But now he's 18 down.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, you give him third place, he's got 20 more points. All of a sudden, he's... Or no, third place is what? So it's 25, 22, 18?
So if you want to talk about
19?
salvaging points, like Eli Tomac salvaged some points.
Yeah.
He rode around there one-footed, and all these guys weeded their shit, and he...
Man, so think about it. If he ends up third, he's the points leader again.
Who?
Kenny.
Yeah.
He's 18 down. He'd have got 19. 18 or 19. He's leading.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Going into round 5.
Yeah.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
Round 6, whatever.
He'd be... It's a bummer. A lot
Yeah.
of people are bummed. I mean, and I think, well, going there in a couple weeks, Lucas Oil Stadium. But
Yeah. I still don't think he's out of it here.
we'll see, man. I mean, if Sexton does what he does, and
Yeah.
again, Cooper Webb doesn't crack, dude. He's
Yeah.
gonna be 5th place or better,
Yeah.
unless a lapper gets him. And I mean, we've been seeing some crazy shit this year. So.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. This is usually where it starts to level out here. We're starting to get through the first third.
Figure it out, and
yeah, we're starting
who's getting hurt, and all
starting
that
to
kind of
get
stuff.
there. So, all right. So that's been your 450 race recap, brought to you by our friends at Gutter Works. Always well hung, just like Justin Barsha. Want to thank Rev X Oil and their Rev X products and their Max Power for sponsoring the show and bringing it to you. If you need some, make sure to hit up the link in the description down below. And now we're going to enter into our Complete Racing Solutions halftime report. Complete Racing Solutions and Coach Rob and the Coach Rob Podcast Network. Make sure to hit the links in the description down below because Coach Rob, I believe it was today, maybe it's tomorrow, dropped a podcast with Jeremy Martin.
I bet that's pretty good.
I bet it's awesome. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm a little behind, but we'll get there when it's time. So, all right, Complete Racing Solutions halftime report. Where you want to go with this? You want to rant?
Let's start with. Can we start with Hunter Lawrence?
Okay, yeah, because we didn't talk about him. Okay, so Hunter Lawrence here.
Last week I was on this show, and I said there was a man named Tony Alessi that once said the universe is going to get him. We're 2 for 2 on Lawrence Brother Crime.
This is true.
I mean, if you want to go there and be weird about it, like,
well,
I don't know.
You know, we're starting to slowly piece this thing together, and it's definitely looking like some things might not have been quite the way they were supposed to be, and some people might have not been privy, and the people we think might not have been privy to the way things are would be the Lawrence brothers, who are now caught up in the middle of this for no reason.
The universe is getting them.
Yeah, and the universe...
Guess who's not getting any win bonuses the rest of Supercross season?
The Lawrence broths.
Jacob Hayes.
Well, this is also true.
Yeah.
This is also true.
I personally think he's behind it all, but... so
just toss that in there.
So I just want to toss that in there. But anyway,
I really hope they cut a short of that. I really hope Opus gets that. Cuts that.
you can go in and
short.
cut it yourself, brother.
I mean, I could, but I don't have time for that. I barely have time to do what I'm doing now.
Sometimes Opus hits good, and other times it's like
just
what the fuck?
producing stuff. But hopefully, by talking about this being a short, hopefully Opus clips that, and then I can tag Hayes in that also. He'll probably message me this week.
Well, he messaged me. He was like, "So here's my Jacob Hayes." What did I say to him?
He messaged you when? This week?
No, I don't remember what I said. Somehow I was talking to him about...
Don't stare too much of that.
A Joe Shimoda jersey.
Comment.
I was like, man, I'd like to have a jersey or something. He's like, yeah, man, I'll be at Loretta's next week, blah, blah, blah. And then he like goes to my Instagram and sees who I work for. And then just goes, yeah, you can be able to hook me up with a bike? I'm like, fuck you.
Get out.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
I mean, he was basically riding a fucking factory Honda anyway. I'm like, dude, I don't have that kind of pulled, and whatever. Let me see if I can find the... I was stoked, dude. I was like, this guy's actually going to come through and be cool.
Yeah? How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, it didn't work that good.
Okay.
He said, I can pull this off for you, but I'll need some help in return. My Kawasaki deal isn't the best, so next year I might need help getting a bike.
Kawasaki deal's not the best because
he was riding Hondas.
I don't ride anymore, so...
He just won a title at Retta's.
Jacob Hayes did?
This year.
Oh, shit.
But
I didn't even know.
He had the Lars whole shot button. He had factory clamps on it. Like, he was on good equipment.
Let me show you how much I care about Loretta's. I don't fucking care about Loretta's.
Whatever.
So
anyway,
doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a Honda because Jacob Hayes won a Loretta's title on a Honda.
Anyway, I don't know. There's just something fishy there. But that's all I got on that.
Okay.
Tony Alessi speaks the truth.
I hope he's okay, man. That was he knocked himself pretty good there.
Did he whack his dome?
Yeah, that's what I think that's what I'm pretty sure it was.
Well, this can lead me right into my Holster Co. Reload rant.
Holster Co. Reload rant.
So,
for all your things that go bang bang and boom boom.
And these guys are going bang bang boom boom.
Yes.
So Feld.
Yep.
Has the data supporting that whoop crashes cause the most injuries.
Yes.
We haven't seen this data.
Yes.
Let's have the data on tough blocks causing crashes and injuries.
Would agree.
Because let's chalk up 3 of them last night.
That we saw.
We've got RJ Hampshire on a tough block.
Yep.
Ruins his race.
Yep.
We've got Hunter Lawrence. Ruins his race. Universe gets him with a tough block.
Yep.
We've got, God, who else hit a tough block? Somebody else hit a tough block. Oh, Pierce Brown. Pierce
Yep.
Brown hits a tough block in the whoops.
Yep.
They'll probably chalk that up as a whoop statistic. But he hit the tough block. And now Pierce Brown is out with a broken neck. Or
Broken T5.
T5. Gnarly.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I feel really bad for him.
Yep.
And I don't know if you saw this, but even a cameraman got taken out by a tough block.
Yes, I did see that.
Like, what is going on?
Did NBC really message you about that footage? Or who messaged you about that footage?
One of the so hard-hitting journalism here.
Lord have mercy.
I found this clip
yeah.
on TikTok. I gave the person on Instagram credit for all you yahoos. It's in the caption.
Okay.
But anyway, I saw this video on TikTok. I'm like, oh my god, there's no way that happened. This is kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
And so I put it on my Instagram. It goes big, dude. It's got like 500,000 hits after like one night.
Awesome.
Bunch, dude. So a TV guy reaches out to me and was
Yeah.
like, hey man, I'm on the TV crew and can you send me this video? And I was like, sure, I'll send it to him. And then so I want to know about the cameraman. Is he okay? So hard-hitting journalism here. The camera guy messed his shoulder up, but he's feeling a bit better today. And I said, I just reached out to the guy on the latest. He actually had vacation planned after Tampa, and he's at Disneyland. He'll text me back when he gets off the ride he's on. So the cameraman says, feeling better every day. Gonna follow up with the home doctor on Wednesday.
Okay.
Tough block injury.
Tough block injury.
Looking to start a GoFundMe to help cover the repairs needed for the crack in the stadium floor I left. The cameraman, dude.
This guy's awesome.
I hope Roxon can salvage his point season and win a championship this year. I'll be sure to look out for the champagne. The guy's name is Steven. He
Shout
had
out,
a
Steven.
pretty gnarly scrape on his right arm, and the left took the main blow. And then I asked him, did Roxon even say a word to him, or did he just keep fucking walking? And haven't gotten a response on that yet, but hard-hitting journalism here.
Oh, I thought I saw...
We had an injury from a cameraman from a tough block.
I thought I saw somewhere that Kenny commented of like, yeah, I should have checked on him, but I was just way too in the moment.
Oh, he commented on my video, too.
Yeah.
Kenny did. He said,
yeah, he said he should have checked on him, but he was too
in
the moment or something.
Where are you at on it? Is he a dick for not saying, hey, man, you all right? Or does he have a right to be pissed off that he just threw a championship away because he hit a lapper?
That's a
and
really...
then to compound on that, he tries to start his bike. He can't because it's got a fucking
I was
Kickstarter.
gonna say,
and then he realizes the chain's off it.
that... I give him a pass on that.
I give him a
That
pass
is
a little
such a
bit.
tough situation. I don't know how I would handle being in that situation. I don't know if I would turn around and be like, oh shit, are you okay? Or if I would just keep walking. I probably would have just kept walking too, because I'm just...
And second, you're pissed because this fucking camera's in your face.
Yeah.
But you are an elite athlete, and you are a championship contender that just got taken out.
Yeah. So I don't really... If anybody's going too hard on him about not checking on the camera guy, okay, let's tone it back.
Yeah, I would have at least been, oh shit, dude, you alright? I would have been like, what the fuck, though? Yeah.
That was a big WTF moment there.
Let's round this back to the tough blocks.
Okay, here we go back to the rant.
They're fucking getting people that aren't even racing.
Yeah. I know.
If I'm NBC...
Feld, can we just see the statistics on tough blocks versus whoops?
Or NBC is got to be asking Feld for a check on the camera.
Yeah.
That lens was probably $50,000 and it 100%. Just folded.
Yep.
Like,
tough block. Tough blocks.
Tough blocks. They're fucking dangerous, dude. Hunter Lawrence would have been fine if he didn't hit one.
Yep.
RJ Hampshire probably would have been on the podium.
Yep.
Pierce Brown probably would have been on the podium.
Did he really hit one?
Clipped his foot. Third to last whoop.
Huh.
Caught one with the foot and over he went.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hot topic.
Let's see these statistics that you guys are talking about.
Let's see the data.
And you can't, you assholes, you can't put Pierce Brown in the whoop category because he hit the tough block first.
God. It's not whoops. It's tough blocks.
It's the tough blocks.
Okay, so
they're an issue, dude.
So my holster code reload rant. So I was listening to something this week about these kids burning themselves out, right? And these moto dads, they go in. Actually, you know what? I was talking to Coach Rob about this, and I don't remember exactly everything I was talking about, but it was basically like these stupid moto dads go to these trainers, and they basically go, how many titles do you got? And then they say, oh, we got this many titles. Perfect example is Alden Baker, right?
2 titles.
Got all these titles, right? So here you go. Go ahead and take my kid and burn them out too because they're not insert like superstar rider.
Right.
And then they just get chewed up, spit out, burnt out, and their career's over before it even got started.
Mm-hmm.
A la all of these kids.
A lot of them lately, man.
All of them.
A lot of them lately.
So it's just, man, I'm these dads, instead of asking how many titles do you have, it needs to be how many riders have you chewed up and spit out. Like, there needs to be different questions.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a moto dad listening to this, please know if your kid's good and you're finding a trainer, there's certain questions. Reach out to us. We will put you in contact with people who can tell you what these questions are you should ask. Because it should not be, how many titles do you have?
Yeah, I mean,
because the trainer does not make the title.
I'm a big believer in the whole nutrition side of things too. You can't be starving these kids out when they're 16, 17 years old.
You cannot run
right when their bodies are developing
2,500 calories.
Right when their bodies developing, and you cut them from that.
Yep.
And look what's happened to a lot of the guys that have done that.
Yep.
Look at Cincerillo, how brittle he was. His shoulders or whatever he basically outgrew his shoulder sockets.
Yeah.
And was fucked.
Yeah.
Because, probably from working out or, I don't know, the physiology side of it. But
his shoulders outgrowing his shoulder sockets is such a weird thing. It probably has something to do with nutrition. He wasn't able to grow his shoulder sockets enough because he didn't have enough nutrition.
And then he's just fucking grinding in the gym.
Yeah, and we've like I said, we've just seen this too many times. You go to Kawasaki kids, you go to Star kids, you go to all these kids, man. They're just getting chewed up and freaking spit back out, and it's very, very sad to see.
It is.
Very, very sad to see. So make sure you get your kids on the right program if you're getting your kids on a program. So, okay.
I'm with that. What else you got? Oh, boy.
Did you see the thing I typed out here about Deegan?
I did not. Hit me with it. Hit me with it, Mr. Awesome.
So I'm listening to something this week, and just talking.
What is this BS?
And Deegan...
It's bullshit. I can already feel
spouts off at the mouth to Weege that he's... I can't remember exactly what the context was, but basically he tells him, well, it's just weird, man, because, like, I'm at A2 riding at, like, 70% and just smoking everybody. And I'm just like, he can't help it. He can't help to not say things he shouldn't say. Like, what? You were riding 70%.
So what was he riding in Glendale when he got smoked by everybody?
I should have wrote down some
Are
more
you
context
sick of it
to
yet?
it. I'm not sick of it. It's fantastic. But I'm
telling you,
I'm just like, when you say that, what do you think that they're thinking? And, like, here's the thing. You came into this as everyone hyping you as the guy. Even we did it. We were like, dude, he's the man.
Nobody's fucking touching him is what we thought.
And then it's like, you're not the man. You're not the man at all on the West Coast. And there ain't that many of you on the West Coast. And, like, Juju's already put it to you. Davies is putting it to you. Smith is beating you now. Like,
yeah.
So out of all of the guys of you there that can win, all the other ones have already beat you too. In 4 rounds, each one of you has a win, basically. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Like I said it multiple times. It's like a Kamala campaign, dude. You don't know what lie's coming next.
I like it, because it creates
It's fucking
things for us to
annoying,
talk
dude.
about.
I don't know. I feel like I'm too VRM for him.
Nope, I'm in.
You're in.
Yeah.
Then why are you on this podcast bitching?
I'm not bitching. I'm just saying, like, why do you say that you were riding at 7? Like, that's not. So,
Dude,
so
put
you're
your
just.
hat on normal. I can't take you seriously. There you go.
It's good. That
Yeah,
better.
you look a little more chill.
Okay, great. Why why do you have to say things like that? Okay,
So what's Ouija's reaction to this? Ouija's the man
he's face palming also. Like we're all face palming
like
this one.
Ouija's the man that claimed the term bed bugs.
Yeah, like we're all face palming this at this point.
But he's saying this directly to Ouija, and Ouija has to keep a straight face.
Oh yeah,
I gotta find this. I gotta see Ouija's reaction.
I do too. Because I'm just like, and I don't know if we just talking to him on like a show or something. I don't think it was. I think he was just talking to him at the race, and he was saying this, and I'm just like, dude. So you're just not trying? Like, I don't understand.
I don't. That's kind of maybe a get in the head tactic or something. Like, hey, bro, I got more in the tank. But you can't go and say that and then go and do what you did in Glendale.
Tell you what, I'm super interested in that Juju podcast drop.
I was just listening to some of it. It's pretty good.
Is it?
In the beginning, the motherfucker's talking about how he's 12, 13 in Havasu partying.
Oh, Lord.
Sneaking out of the house partying and stuff. And he's like, yeah, man, I got all that shit out of my system before I was 17, basically.
All right. Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Then we're good.
It's pretty good so far, man.
Did you listen to the Ken Roxon one?
I like the kid.
Did you listen to the Ken Roxon one?
Not yet.
Yeah, I started listening to that.
He's been dropping all kinds of good ones. Mr.
Yeah,
Mr. Gypsy Rogan.
Yeah. You haven't done the Club MX radio thing yet, have you?
No, have you?
No, but I want to.
Try it out.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of good. I wish I could talk back to him.
It'd be great to talk back to him. You guys
I want to hear what
suck.
they say about 2 Time. 2 Time's out, though.
Yeah.
Like, 2 Time, he looks... Like, I think you put him in the same category as... I don't know, maybe Justin was onto something. The Bakersfield boys. Them boys all just look smoked when they get off the track.
Welcome to not asking the right questions from your trainer.
Okay, that's what those guys are.
Yeah.
Well, I think Ryder D was on the right track.
Really?
I think he was
But
on
was
the right
he?
track. I think he was on the right track.
But was he?
I mean, Davey Millsap's program is no bullshit. Juju talks about it.
I mean, I understand. And
that's-
I don't know. I haven't heard
It was better.
I haven't heard from that program directly. There's other programs I've heard about that I go just am face palming and shaking my head at.
I think he was on an upward trajectory. Ryder D was, but I don't know. Yeah, I look at Jet Reynolds too. Like in some of these club videos, and they're
Yeah.
just doing a warm up at club, and they put the camera on him. And he looks like he wants to die.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you need some running shoes.
Well, no, I don't think that's the problem. There was another trainer I heard about the other day that I'm just shaking my head at here. So I'll tell you about that off air.
Are they guys that train green bike riders?
We'll talk about that here. No, it's not green bike riders.
Okay.
No, we'll get to the green bikes here. But I do want to sign up and do that. Now, here's my question though, because we talk about in-ear communication, all this stuff like that, right? Or like we talk about how do we make the sport better for the fan, right? And we talk about, well, if you could hear the radio communication, okay, cool, this is happening. How are they doing it, and why can't we do that with every team? Because I mean, they're talking $10 a race, right? So if I could pay $10 per race to to pick any team, say
1,000 people though.
Yeah, say it's just $10, okay, and I can pick any team, any one team for that race, right?
Pretty quick.
Or I
$10,000.
could pay, I don't know, $500 for the whole season or something, but I could get every team radio, like
switch through them and
like switch through them. It can't be whatever they're doing can't be that technically advanced.
I mean, NASCAR's been doing it for years.
I was gonna say this can't be that hard. So like, why can we not get that? Because I would
Well,
love.
you know who's gonna want their hands in the cookie jar? That's why.
I would love to scrape through the data or scrape through the recordings every single week.
Yeah, it'd be
And
cool.
just
Like,
listen
hey,
for-
put this on the pit board, or hey, you fucking idiot, you just broke Joe Shimoda's finger.
Yeah, well, so that's the best part too. Did you see the advertisement where God, who is the guy that does who's their PR guy? for club there. Old guy with the glasses. I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
But he was like, these conversations won't necessarily always be kid friendly, by the way. So just know that before you sign up. And I'm like,
I'm in.
that is perfect.
Yeah.
I want to hear somebody be like, you see the jugs on that one over there or something, you know? Because I know what we talked about on the radio with Kev's stuff. So like, yeah.
Wow, that's what you guys were talking about?
Dude, we talked about all sorts of stuff,
Wow,
man.
you're going to blow them out like that?
Dude, me, Jordan, and Rachel, his chick. Oh yeah, it was hilarious at SMX when we were doing that. Oh my god, it was the greatest thing ever.
All right.
You never know what you're gonna say on the headset, and it's usually not pertaining to racing. It is funny because like during motos and stuff on those headsets, we are literally talking shit about him riding.
You're like, what the fuck is he doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Even Rachel's like,
Maybe I'll do it. Yeah. we should
Rachel's
do the
like,
club
God, yeah, I wish he'd go fucking faster. What's he doing? You know,
thing.
stuff like that.
Is it at the races or is it just
The headset
Yeah.
stuff here or for
can
club?
you where can you do it? Yeah.
I think you can do it anywhere. I think it's an app or website or something they have that you can listen to it. So
We should do that and go live one day or something.
yeah, like I mean they just released it right before Glendale, maybe after Glendale, just before Tampa this week.
Maybe I'll go start a thread on Vital. Has anybody done it yet?
So yeah, so I'm good. Like I'm gonna do it for sure because like I said, I think it's $10 for a race. So like I'll try it
I'll
out.
do a
see
race, yeah.
if it's cool. All right, sweet.
Well, yeah, I'd love to hear this weekend, like what happened with Boland and the handbrake.
Yeah,
You know?
we'll get to that. We'll get to that here because I have some thoughts on that too.
Yeah.
So, anything else for Lit Kit?
I already know who you're going with.
Kev's
What kind of gear is he wearing?
110.
Does he have a say in what it looks like, kind of
Yes.
thing? Okay.
Yes,
That's cool for a rider, I think.
Yeah.
You can.
but yeah,
That's what I was worried when he wasn't in canvas anymore.
yeah, blue, red, yellow stuff he had on there. I thought that was really cool. I liked that a lot. Bright, you could see it easy. Like it was
Yeah.
cool. Do you have a Lit Kit?
I got.
If you keep
I'm
staring
gonna
at
do
that
one of
TV,
each
the
class.
comments are coming for you.
Huh?
If you keep staring at that TV, the comments are coming for
Whatever.
you.
Fuck them. Maybe we just need to reset up the setup. My chick said we need a new setup in here.
Okay, what is
We
she-
need an L couch and we need to look more casual.
Oh, okay, not a desk.
Not a desk.
So
I mean,
now I gotta spend $3,000 on couches.
dog, you can get couches.
I don't want to get bed bugs from a couch.
We'll have.
So I
somebody
gotta
come-
buy new
We can
ones.
have somebody come clean that bitch up.
I gotta buy new ones.
You got a steamer?
I'm not cleaning.
You got Stanley.
Somebody
have
else's
Stanley,
farts out of a
Have
couch.
Stanley Steamer come over and get this thing.
Not cleaning somebody else's farts
Oh
on a
my
couch.
god, dude. We need fans at home. We need feedback right now. Do
Why
you
can't
think
we
we
sit-
should redo the setup?
What do you? Okay, so
My chick says we need to redo the setup.
okay, but what should we do? Dude, I don't like the couch idea because this isn't like so much of a casual. Like, look what I got going on here. I got screens fucking everywhere.
Well, yeah, you got a screen there.
Yeah, I got a screen there. I got screens here for results. I got a screen here to watch the chat.
Print
I
it
got a
off like
screen here
this,
for my
dude.
notes.
There's your result. Simple, right
got
there.
a screen here
Easy.
for my notes.
Print them off.
That's way too much work.
Control P, print. Take it out of the printer.
So then I'm gonna sit there like this. I don't know, man.
No, it's just setting.
Then I
it.
got to get new mic stands. Well, I guess
You
not. We
don't
could
need
have
a
an end
mic
table.
stand. Oh, I think we could figure it out.
I don't know. This seems like a lot, but okay, go ahead.
I don't know. That's what I've heard feedback from
Put
her.
a fake tree in the corner too, with
Fake-
some of that green grass background on
You
the
know
wall
what?
too.
You know, I'll just say, hey, take my card to the store, Sweet Cheeks, get us some stuff for the studio.
Oh, you're gonna pay for this.
I don't think so.
I like this.
I don't think so. I
Kawasaki's
don't
gonna
think so.
support this. All right,
No,
cool.
Absolutely not. I don't know. They probably maybe we need to cut that back a little bit. I don't think they'd be too stoked.
Oh, about what?
I don't know. Just me being on here.
Oh, I'm sure they know.
I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I should probably not say the off the wall stuff I say, but yeah, cozier feel. I want to know what the people at home think.
You want a fireplace? Should we get a fireplace?
People at home, I want to know what you think. Should we put the street bike up in the middle?
Should we just sit on the street
Sit
bike?
on the street bike, and you can work the handbrake and tell everybody how easy it is.
Me, you facing me, Justin sitting behind. We'll just three up on the one bike. three dudes, one bike.
We sit in a row like this.
Yeah.
You say something, and then whenever I need to say something, I pop out of line, say it, pop back in, and then when Justin's angry, he pops out of line
That'd
and
be
spits all
awesome.
over the camera, and then
That would be awesome. Oh, man. Well, that would be great content.
that would be good. We should just do it.
That'd be great content.
It'd be
just
called the-
show up next. Justin shows up next week. We just got the
We just got the street bike
street bike
sitting in
sitting
the
here. He's like, "What's happening?" Well, you see, buddy, what we did is we came up with a new idea for the show. They wanted
We got
to
a new segment. It's called Butt to Nut.
They would change the scenery here. Sponsored
Yeah.
by Pornhub.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jesus.
shit.
That'd be funny.
All right. Okay. So I guess. Do you have any thoughts on the Thor gear? Because I thought it was okay. I know there's been some negativity around it, but I was okay with it. I
They were
like the blue.
They just wanted to be like Julian from the weekend before, I think.
No, Julian's was ugly.
That was 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, guaranteed. And then this was 2 in the blue, 1 in the poo kind of thing. This is blue waffle gear.
Blue waffle gear.
Blue waffle gear. 2 in the blue, 1 in the poo is basically what I saw.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm out on the blue waffle.
Who was your lit kit though from last night or from Saturday?
I'm gonna go Kenny. I really like the black,
The black?
white, and everything. I just think that looks clean on any setup, really.
Yeah.
And I like Chance Hymas's all red with the blue gloves to match the Red Bull helmet.
Yeah.
I thought that looked good.
Yeah. That was good. So.
And the number 10 just looks sick. Real British.
Anything else for halftime here?
Oh man, not that I can think of really.
Okay. What do you say? I don't have anything else. I'm trying to get better. I haven't been as good the last couple weeks of taking notes when I'm listening to stuff during the week of stuff to talk about in the halftime report. So
Look again.
it's not our full time job.
You
I
do
know.
this for a living?
No,
Okay, exactly.
no. Jesus,
God, that grinds my gears. Like, look. Here's a little bit of a rant.
Okay.
I feel like the Moto fan base are just all knuckle draggers, dude.
Well, they just hate everything.
No, they're all just it's all like dick measuring too. It's all like, oh, sick scrub, bro. You can't fucking scrub like that. And the guy's picture is him fucking driving a tractor.
Yeah.
Like,
this is true.
Yeah,
This
a guy
is
that
true.
he did a wheelie on a fucking dirt bike one time in the middle of the farm.
The guy's calling. The
Yeah,
guys that
and
are
he's like,
you don't even ride.
You don't even ride, bro. Yeah.
Trust me, Cole rides a lot. Hence the reason he's not here in the summer.
I enjoy riding, but
Oh, speaking of,
oh boy.
see my purchases back there?
Yeah, some electric dirt bikes.
Bought 5 of them bitches the other day.
What? Why 5?
Well, first off, they were on sale for a smoking deal when I was at Sam's Club the other day. And
so you're gonna make a track and beat the shit out of them, or what?
no, we outweigh them by a lot. You can only be 140 pound max.
So it's for the kids.
Yeah, but I got a bunch of homeschool parents that are like, well, if you would teach kids how to ride. So there we are. Riding lessons will ensue this summer.
Another hobby.
Just add another
Just
thing.
add something else to the plate.
Side hustle is what we're going to call it.
So you're just like every other ex-motorcycle rider that's on YouTube in these comments probably. When they fucking suck and can't find anything else to do for a living, they just do riding schools.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm just trying to teach kids how to not fall over.
Right.
Trust me, there's no more technique other than don't crash.
There's
kid.
always like the fucking guy that just has no job. It's
Yeah.
just like, I'm going to be a riding coach.
Look, man, there's the funny thing is I've had a couple of the moms that we're friends with really pushing of like, hey, if you would get some more bikes, like we would pay you to come teach the kids how to ride, basically.
Well, hey, do a collaboration with Corey Parlin. Now, Corey Parlin isn't the category of people that I just talked about. Corey Parlin has a real full-time job, and he's a damn good rider.
Yes.
And that's what he's there for. He's not the guy that's like, oh, dude, I was ex-pro. You should come learn from me for $400 a day.
Look, man,
And then I'm going to talk to your mom.
like I said, we're just teaching.
Just adding another hobby in, whatever.
Just teaching the kids how to ride. This is a big excuse for me to A, work on my track more, B, build some kid sections in the track, and C, ride my own dirt bike more.
Okay, I'm in.
Which I'm like, alrighty.
Alrighty then. Maybe I'll come over.
So I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to come.
Bring the pit bike over.
Yeah, well, bring the big bike, dude. We got 5.
You
we
gonna
got
have a
5.
pit bike track or what?
No, I'm building Supercross section.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Why?
I like Supercross.
Oh my god.
So I got a 5-acre turn track with a cutout where you can go do a Supercross section.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll come over and investigate someday.
I mean, it's not done yet.
You should make a trail down to the corner to Needham's actual track.
No, thank you. They don't keep up with that enough. They come and ride at my house. He spent more time working on my track last year than he did working on that one.
Okay, well, people don't give a fuck what we're talking about right now, so let's
People like us.
just for being us. Huh?
Just for being us. That's why they pay us.
There's a select few.
17 of them
17
as of the other day.
Well, hey, that's pretty good. What did we start with? Like 11? It's slowly been going up a little bit.
It has, yeah. We were at 18 or 19 at one point. We had a couple fall off. I think y'all's nuts bailed out, which is a big kick in the nuts.
That is a big kick in the nuts, y'all's nuts. What's up, dude? What's up, y'all's
Times
nuts?
are tough out there. Times are tough out there. I guess one more thing here to announce in the halftime report. If anybody wants to hop on board and help a privateer out, our boy Kevin Morans is looking for a sponsor for Detroit this upcoming weekend. So
Quick turnaround time. This video probably won't come out till Thursday, so you got about a day.
This video will come out tomorrow, Tuesday. This is literally going to get done tonight here as soon as I go home. But yeah, he is looking for a sponsor for Detroit. So if anybody wants to help out a privateer there, he is looking to work deals for helmet wrap deals and bar pad deals and things like that. So
And even if it's not for Detroit, I'm sure you could negotiate for another round.
I'm sure he's got openings for other rounds. I know specifically he's looking for one for this weekend.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
All right, that's been your Complete Racing Solutions halftime report there. So make sure to
Off
check
the
them
rails a
out.
little
Coach Rob, Complete Racing Solutions.
Give
links
us a
in the
like, give us a
description.
comment if you want the street bike section.
if you want 3 dudes on a street bike talking to you, comment below.
I should just
boy.
do it, dude.
We're gonna end up on a street bike here. What we should do is the live and do that for qualifying.
Hey, welcome to the Moto Aftermath.
Oh man! All right. Let's see here. So next up, we got 250 race recap. If I can find the frickin' what's it called here?
Look, I'm gonna go on X here.
250 race recap brought to you by our friends at Flo Racing. Make sure to check them out. 60
Hey.
PW50s, Cobra 50s, Cobra 65s, KTM 50s and 65s, and 125s. They got all the good stuff. Link in the description down below to their website. Make sure to go check them out for all those parts, helpful tips, hints, everything else in between. Yes. What did you have?
So, cash me out, Travis.
How about that?
Cash me outside. How about that? Because the night before the race, Friday night,
You know how much money she made when she turned 18?
I don't want to know.
$52 million.
That's fucked.
the first day she turned 18.
Yeah, that's fucked.
One picture. One picture.
There's a lot of horny, trashy dudes out there.
It's unreal.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
speaking of classy dudes,
Oh boy.
Max Anstey. Max Anstey, best guy, got a decent start. Friday night, laying in bed, 10:30, 11 o'clock. I fire off.
This
a tweet.
is not
I fire off
Baller
a
Daddy
tweet.
podcast, so just
I fire off a tweet.
oh boy. Okay.
I got a feeling about Max Anstey tomorrow. Lock it in.
Oh boy.
Your boy's looking like Nostradamus.
Okay, I guess the real question: does he beat Pierce Brown if Pierce doesn't crash?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Whew.
He was on his ass and better in the whoops.
Pierce passed him.
Yeah, on the first lap when everybody's figuring shit out. When you're a VRM rider like
Oh,
Max
boy, here we
Anstey,
Yeah.
you figure your shit out.
Okay.
He
you
ain't
say
going
so.
balls to the walls 2 laps in. If you notice, Pierce passed him on the first lap and was like, I need to get by him now and start going.
Yep.
Anstey was in his ass going
He
through the
was
whoops when he did crash. He was in his ass, and lucky the bike didn't get him.
Yeah.
But I truly believe that Max Anstey would have passed him in the whoops. Better in the whoops. Again, like I just said about Malcolm Stewart, pay your fucking dues. It'd be better in the whoops. And if you can't be good in the whoops, go the Justin Cooper route, and maybe it'll pay off for you like it did last night.
I loved his qualifying interview.
Shout out Lightning McQueen.
Shout out Lightning McQueen.
Shout out. Well, personally, Travis, I'm more of a Chick Hicks guy. Good chicka. But he,
Dude, when he is saying that, I really hope.
I was like, where the fuck's he going with this?
Dude.
And then he dropped the bluey on the gear.
Yeah, oh my god, yes. Dude, it was Lightning McQueen, Bluey, Hunter Lawrence. Can't let him think he's better than Dad. And I'm just like, what the fuck? This is awesome.
And I'm like, there are fathers everywhere watching this,
100%
relating
I was.
to it. So
100%
so
I was in
relatable.
there. 100% I was into it. I really hope I run into him at some point this year in the pits somewhere or even at dinner or something.
You're going to wink at him and go, ka-chow.
No, what I'm going to ask him is when you took Lewis Phillips to Disney World, did he actually know where he was or was he just confused the whole day not knowing what anything was that was happening? Because I'm still up in the air about whether Lewis actually knew what the fuck that was or not.
Probably not.
So I also want to ask him if they have annual passes because they do live there. Do they? I heard they're Disney people. Are you that Disney people? I don't know if he said that before.
You should probably have him sign that number plate right there too.
I mean, I'm gonna tell him I also got a 103 Suzuki plate in the studio here.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's Sebastian Tortelli's or his. So we need him to sign it.
It was the same bike.
Yeah.
So
probably went on the same bike. Yep.
So yeah, but no. Is it different this year?
Man, I'm telling you, I'm on board, and maybe it's just because I'm getting to that point in my life, but I'm on board with the veteran guy in the 250 class being the favorite.
Is he your favorite right now?
He is I told you last week, I was like, you can't count him out. He had the red plate for a couple rounds. He's on the best bike. He's been here, done that. He's ridden at the highest level in the world. Like, this is his time to shine. So I'm with VRM. I'm with a guy that beat Jeffrey Hurling straight up. I'm with a guy that rode Supercross when he was 17, 18 years old in the States, sucked at it, went home, rebuilds himself.
Okay.
A guy that knows what he wants and a team that's going to give him what he wants.
Yep.
I don't know. I like it.
I got to see a few more rounds here. I got to say it was impressive because it was a straight up win. There was no mud, no rain. No.
He had a straight up win last year on the Firepower.
Yeah, yeah. So, which I couldn't remember when I did the reaction show if he did win straight up or if there was something with the weather last year too. But yeah, I mean that was.
Dude, I was watching it. I was like, this is gonna be a vet rider showdown. It's Hampshire and Anstey.
Well, we'll get to Hampshire, but he was
gonna
very on brand last night.
He was very on brand last night. Very on brand.
So, all right. Dax Bennick second.
Color me shocked.
Me too. He okay.
Jury's out though.
I was gonna say so. There's whiffs of last year's first round.
Does it pass the Smith test?
So here's the thing.
The sniffs. Got the sniff test.
If Pierce Brown doesn't crash, Pierce probably beats him.
Yeah.
So then he's maybe third. I will say I was very impressed because I thought for sure he was gonna fade.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was going to stay there and stay within whatever it was there he was of Max, which wasn't like a whole heap.
Mm-hmm.
But then to get on the podium and say, oh, yeah, I was sick. Want to talk about trainers burning kids out?
Everybody's been sick.
It's weird that you got... No. He was sick last year.
No, he had Epstein-Barr.
Yes.
That's why they parked him?
Yes, because he got Epstein-Barr. So, yeah, that's what... Because, like, last year, he couldn't do a 15-minute moto.
No.
Period.
Well, that's why the jury's out for me, because he came out in the first round podiumed.
Yep.
And then got Epsteined.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so we'll see. It looked better yesterday. He went all 15 minutes, that's for sure. So
do you think they'll declassify the Epstein list of Supercross riders?
No, never. Because that's going to tell you exactly how terrible every single one of these trainers are.
That all these guys are on the Epstein list.
They're all on it. They're all on it. They've all been overtrained by every single one of these trainers.
The Moto Epstein list.
But, it's not cool to tell you, hey, go take a fucking nap. That's not the cool thing to do, even though you need to. Even though it's weird how these guys go, man, I haven't rode all week, and then they win the next week, and that's weird. Because if
when
you
you're
really
good
just
on a bike, you're fucking good on a bike.
I was going to say, because realistically, if he just went out on Wednesday and did starts for 15 minutes and then rode a couple of 10s, you'd be just fine. You only got to burn yourself to the ground for like 2 months before the
I
season.
mean, Tomac said that. He's like, you don't have to fucking ride during the week. Simple
Nope.
as that.
Nope, not as much as these guys do.
So
We'll see. It was an impressive ride. We'll see going forward here.
So I'd have to point this out.
Yeah.
It's a permanent hickey. He must have got burnt on the neck.
Okay, yeah.
Because I saw him the first couple times, like, this dude fucking rocking a
hickey on national TV,
rocking
bro.
a hickey at the race. And he's just got a perma hickey, dude.
Those OnlyFans girls are wild nowadays.
Daxton perma hickey Bennett.
Well, there goes him coming on the show. Yeah. All right, Cameron McAdoo third.
Dude, I thought...
Where's that button?
Whoa, you're panicking. So here's where I'm at with it. If he didn't have those big old balls swinging between his legs, he probably wouldn't have blown his ACL out.
He won't make it through the season.
I think he was knee knocking that thing and it blew it out.
He won't make it through the season, man. It's only here's the thing. It's only a matter of time before he cases something, the knee goes, oh God, and then because he's going so hard and he cased that, he hits the next thing, and then he's
hurt something else.
Hurt something else. Like that's all it's gonna happen. It's gonna compound, bro.
It always compounds for him. I said this on the show, maybe it was last week or whatever, but I was like, yes, we don't wish these guys get hurt at all.
No.
But history proves when McAdoo tries to be the hero, the guy that rides with the injury and guts through it and like, I'm the hero. Like does he come from a military family?
I don't know, does he?
It seems very military-ish.
Seems very military, right?
It seems,
Just keep pushing through it.
Yeah, so...
except for you can't get stuffed up with steroids here like you can in the military.
Shut up.
Not with taxpayer dollars, at least.
So, I don't know. Yeah, USAID funding.
Or meth.
You're off the rails. You think he's juiced up?
Do I think he's juiced up? No, I mean, that was a literal thing.
Or are you talking about, like, the injection to numb the knee for the racing?
No, that was a literal thing of, like, these military guys, they will give them certain things at certain times to keep them going for days and weeks and hours on end.
Okay, you're way off in a different realm here. Save this for off camera. Anyway,
sure.
TLR tinfoil hat. MK Ultra. Yeah, I don't look. I respect him for like being the hero, being the military guy.
Yeah,
I guess we'll just say military McAdoo here.
Yep.
But yes, history proves that it always usually compounds itself.
Mm-hmm. It will.
And I think for McAdoo, and I say this about a lot of guys, like the Jordan Smith route, you need to look in the mirror and say, I need to take a step back. I need to go to a second-tier team. Mm-hmm. And I need to have 1 or 2 good seasons, claw my way back to a factory bike, and maybe win. Or maybe get podiums and stuff like that and just be a podium guy because you're on lesser equipment. Like,
what are the chances that you think he was actually the one that was like, we've worked too hard, I'm going racing?
100%.
You think so? Okay. You don't think the team had anything to do with that? Is his contract
No,
up
I think
this year?
he's backed against the wall because this is the last year of his contract. And he has no
that
reason
makes
but to
sense.
perform.
That makes
what
sense.
I think.
Probably. Which will work real good when you wad yourself into oblivion here.
I mean, the kid's fast.
I mean, he is.
He's fast when he holds it together.
He is, but he's
can't.
not going to hold it together, dude. Because that knee is a issue. That knee's an issue. He was openly talking about it being an issue. How he had, 100 pounds of tape and locked in with the knee brace and everything else. Like, dude, the knee's not stable.
God, yeah. So
as soon as something happens, which will happen with him, because it does, he's done.
And it sucks to say that. It really does. But yeah, that's just who he is. Yeah, and he also kind of said that something broke. Sounded like they had a bike issue that caused the knee injury.
That's what I'm hearing, and
That's
I'm hearing
happening a lot.
And I'm hearing that's happened. I was asking some people this week. I said, so at what point do you think that Mitch looks at it and goes, okay, maybe we should back this down a little bit? And they were like, 0 chance, because this is what got Shimoda too.
Yeah.
because Shimoda snapped 2 cranks that year, the last year on Kawasaki. That's what got him too. And again, this isn't like an actual Kawasaki issue. This is just they are pushing the bike that hard and using parts made out of material. From what I understand, they're using parts made out of material. This is Travis talking, not Cole. They're using parts made out of materials that are not necessarily sustainable for doing what we're doing, which is what ended up happening. And then I had heard, or at least I'm pretty sure I heard, speculation here, that Joe had said he would not get back on that bike if they put those parts back in again. Which is why it took him so long to come back, because he was arguing with them about it. So, which I don't blame him.
Probably just making the crank as light as possible.
It was titanium crank. Or titanium rod.
Shaving weight out of everything.
It was a titanium rod, and it kept snapping. Yep.
Snapping titanium, Jesus. So what are these other guys running?
It's not made to do that.
Like, what's a Honda running? Titanium? There's no way.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe that's what the magic part was that got them all that extra horsepower.
Maybe. I mean, my thing is I was talking about it maybe Thursday, Saturday night, something like that. I don't know. At some point I was talking about it, and now I lost my train of thought. Never mind. I'm out. I don't remember. Just literally.
This is CTE ESPN.
Yeah. Because I was talking about it somewhere, and I was just like, it's unbelievable. Like, it's...
That's not... Yeah, I mean, I'd be scared to death to ride a bike like that, too. If that keeps happening.
I remember where I was going with this, is that they have to push it because we've talked about this, Kawasaki jumped on the sound thing early, so the bikes are slower. So they have to push it to try to keep
that's
up.
just exhaust. That's stock exhaust.
Yeah, but you don't think... That's not transitioning into...
I mean, you go put an aftermarket pipe on a bike that comes off the showroom, and it's...
Okay, fair enough.
It breathes.
But there's nothing else different about it, you don't think?
No.
Just literally just the pipe choking the motor
exhaust.
out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, then I'm off on that. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'll take the L on that one.
But I think... not this year, but... soon the aftermarket manufacturers are going to start having to follow kind of the same deal.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But from an OEM standpoint, for a bike that everybody rides, because we're never going to ride their bike,
Yeah.
they have that it's on the showroom floor. So if you're bitching about the power bad enough, buy a slip-on.
Or just take it off.
And buy it from
Run a header.
Buy it from the OEM Kawasaki parts catalog.
Hit Cole up for a discount.
No, go to your local dealer. Don't hit me up.
Hit Cole up for a discount.
Support local.
All right.
Support your local dealer, dickhead.
Hammaker, 4th.
The maker of ham, dude. So I had no idea that he was at the dog pound. Did you?
So it's interesting, right, that he's at the dog pound, but there wasn't room for Shimoda.
But yeah, what's going on there? What do you think?
I don't know.
You got a tinfoil hat?
No, I don't. But it's just an interesting thing, right? Because
Was
Shimoda tried to go there, and they said they were full.
Well, was Hammaker already paid his dues and was going to be there before?
I guess maybe, but
beat him to the punch?
I guess maybe, but you don't make room for him?
So I'm really interested to see how the Hammaker thing goes with him being the fuck out of California on his own program on the East Coast. You take these kids that grew up on the East Coast, like this is their roots, this is how they know how to live life, and you go stick them in Southern California, it don't work.
No.
So I'm really interested to see how it works for him.
Yeah. So far it looks okay-ish, but we'll have to wait and see, man. He's another one of those guys that any day you could just like pull the pin, throw the grenade, and it happens.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So if he makes it through the series, great, but I'm not holding my breath, which sucks. Nice kid, nice parents, like everything's good. Again, got caught up in the thing and got burnt early in career, so he's already burnt the end of the wick here.
He's on the Epstein list.
Yep, he's on the Epstein list for sure. So
Epstein bar list, that is.
Yes, yeah. I guess we should clarify this.
Yeah.
Although it is. Should we make sure?
I'm pretty good sometimes. I'm pretty witty. I'm pretty witty. I like to think I'm funny.
Should we make?
We should make an Epstein list logs and just put them out.
Did that like shut off or something?
What?
The live stream. Oh no, it's still going.
We got anybody in it?
There's people watching.
No comment?
No comments.
What up, chat?
Yeah.
We should get a shirt that says the Epstein list and then put Pastrana.
Motocross Epstein list.
Yeah.
And just put everybody's name on it.
We should put the Epstein list and start a thing on the Vinyl MX forums.
Yes. Yes. Do that. Do that. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Man, I wish Justin was here.
Oh boy.
Vial, 5th place.
I told you when he weeded his shit in the whoops. I'm gonna call Justin real quick.
You're call him?
Call him. Cold call him. He won't answer, I guarantee it.
Let's see here. We'll call him. Oh, we gotta FaceTime audio chat him though. Let's see here.
Great radio here. Riveting radio.
Video call him here.
I guarantee he doesn't
won't
answer. But anyway, Tom Vial, man, when I saw him crash in the whoops, I was like, he's done. And then I knew he wasn't going to be able to get through the whoops the rest of the night.
No. And I'll tell you what, I said it in the reaction show. I think he's going to struggle this year.
I think so too. After that, it just depends on how the whoops are.
The whoops are much bigger and much different than they were last year, I think.
They're doing something different with them for sure.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
I like.
He's definitely
like
not
I said,
answering
you gotta pay your dues and be good in the whoops. And it pays off.
And we talked. The funny thing is we talked about this, and Justin didn't want to have anything to do with it, but we talked about this with him winning that title of like, look, man, all the tracks were soaking wet. You could jump through everything. They took the whoops out in what was it there? Alabama? Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham. They took the whoops out in Birmingham because they thought it was going to rain so much. So it's like, dude, there was plenty of things to say, look at what his whoops are like. It's not great.
No.
So
I
think this is going to be a rough thing to try to repeat here.
When you eat shit like that early in the day, too, it just ruins your day.
Yeah, and that was a good one, too.
It was a good one.
It was
a pretty good one. It looked... He's a statistic now. He's now a statistic.
Oh, man.
So,
don't be a statistic, people.
I guess he cancels Pierce Brown out.
Yeah.
That statistic, but I guess Shea Sexton was a statistic last night too.
Yeah. There was a lot of statistics
But-
last night.
2 whoop crashes, 4 tough block incidents, 2 to 4, baby.
Yep. So,
But yeah, I didn't see really anything about Vial all night.
Number he was very quiet all day.
Number 1 looks cool.
Number 1 does look cool, but he was very quiet all day. And I don't know, like 5th is not crazy, but there was just nothing that jumped off the page. And if you go back to last year, it's the same thing. Like nothing about that title jumped off the page. There was no crazy speed. There was no.
Well, I differ with you a little bit because Daytona was impressive.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that.
Daytona was impressive, and then I was also impressed when he went to the stadium the next week and backed it up.
Okay.
And there was one other ride that stuck out to me is when him and Deegan came through the pack together and Deegan couldn't get around him.
Well, that's true too.
Chased him through the pack the whole time.
Yep.
So chill a little bit on the boy.
We'll see. It's not out of it. I'm not panic mode. This is first round.
I know. I just wished we could poke Mr. Viale himself.
Yeah.
Mr. Justin.
All right. Hymus, 6th place.
Lit Kid Award in the running.
Lit Kit in the running. And
Justin Braden's just doing all the laps.
Yeah, and just out there to be out there right now because arm pump surgery, knee issues.
Had the pump surgery, huh?
Yeah, didn't you hear that? They were talking about that. He came back from the knee surgery, he's having arm pump issues, had arm pump surgery, I guess. And that's what he's recovering from. I don't know. They say it does. Some say it does, some say it doesn't. I don't know.
I think arm pump mental, but
yeah, so we'll have to see. Colin Parks, 7th place.
dude, he's the new Chiz.
Chizzing.
He chizzed it.
He did chiz
Colin
it.
Park is chizzing, dude.
Yep.
Solid. He's always kind of in that. God damn, I miss Pulp MX Fantasy, but he was always a guy you could pick and count on getting some points out of.
Yep. Nate Thrasher, 8th place.
Ever since that new chassis came around,
He'll win a race. A race.
And get re-signed.
Yeah. Just keep getting signed, baby. Just keep it rolling.
We can work with speed.
Yes, because he'll win a race.
Lightning McQueen, high M speed.
Yep. All right. Levi Kitchen.
Yeah, what the hell happened there? You think he's on the Epstein list?
There's something going on there.
I think he's Epsteining.
It's
That was not good, dude.
No.
Where the fuck was he all night?
There was nothing. He was shitty in qualifying. He was shitty in the heat. He was shitty in the main.
They only showed him once in the main. It looked like he was just flopping through the whoops like a fish.
I don't know what happened there. I can't even
proceeds to
speculate.
just
I
tip
haven't heard
over.
anything.
Just tip over in the sand.
Yep, but it was, and then like, how about he tips over in the sand, and then what was he doing trying to pick his bike up? Because that was the most awkward. Like,
He looked drunk, dude.
I don't know what's wrong there, but that wasn't good. Well, I'll keep an eye on it this weekend.
So maybe it ain't pneumonia. He's Epstein.
There's something there.
I mean, you've been on this whole conspiracy thing about the training program he's on.
He could be. Oh yeah,
Maybe his body isn't built to do what Sexton's does.
it's not. He could easily be burnt.
You know who else's body ain't built to do what Sexton's does?
Who?
Tom Vial.
I don't know. Vial to me looks like reminds me of a mini Sexton when he sits there with the shirt off. Like he's just like
Oh.
a smaller
Checking
version,
him out?
but like looks like a brick shit house. They showed it on the broadcast.
What are you gonna rate him? 1 out of 10.
What do you mean?
What are you rating the man?
I mean, he's built, but he's a pro athlete. What do you expect?
Good looking dude.
I mean, still got these kids. They still got full heads of hair, ripped. Must be nice.
Vial's a good looking dude. I'll just say it.
I remember when I was that age too. I was ripped, had way more hair on my head.
Now Drew Adams, not really a good looking.
Not a good looking dude.
dude. Not yet. He's got to grow up a little bit.
Yeah, he'll come into that. So,
I'm comfortable with my sexuality, bro.
Carson Mumford, 10th.
Dude, what was that heat race?
You want to comment about that heat race?
I was like, what the
Stuff
fuck
it.
just happened?
He was cuffing and stuffing, baby.
He took a page right out of Officer Hill's book.
right out of Officer Hill's
Got
book.
some glory.
Yes.
Got a little bit of glory.
And then
I mean, shit, I would have
like
took it
hell.
too.
And then faded like hell.
Whatever, man.
Lap.
He won a couple laps in a heat race. Not a lot of people will say that. How about you? That's.
I can't even do a lap on a Supercross
Back to my
track.
rant. Back to my rant.
Here we go.
The fucking knuckle draggers in the comments. Well, let's see you go out there and do a lap around a Supercross.
I can't.
And I
Let
want.
me just tell you. Been there, tried that.
I mean, do
can't.
football people do this?
I don't know.
Well, let's see you go throw a football 50 yards, fucking idiot. But
I don't know, man.
is it because, like, our sport is so accessible? Where
Maybe.
everybody thinks, like, they can go out and do it, and
Maybe.
they have that. I don't know. I don't know what it
But
is.
you would think that'd be worse with football.
Because everybody can go throw a football around.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't know either,
There's just
man.
something about the fans of this sport. Maybe it's because maybe a lot of motocross people are just methed up. Done a lot of drugs and hit their heads in their lives. Like,
Maybe. I don't know. Man. It's wild. So.
Get hurt on drugs, like never get out of it.
Maybe.
I feel like sorry, I'm gonna keep going. I
No,
feel like
go
the
ahead.
fan base is just like a trailer park. Like the motocross fan base is just full of trailer park. And let's go even further. Did you see all the trailer park people in the background to Race Day Live?
Oh my God! The one kid.
Did you see the kid air dicking with a Deegan shirt on?
Yes.
And then you got these 50-year-old men. I watched a guy literally stand there, look at his hands, and fold his 2 fingers around to make the West Side sign. He was like sitting there fucking around with his fingers, and then holds it up and he's like doing the West Side W's.
Well, you
And
know,
he's like in his mid-50s.
nothing better than being on TV, right?
I don't know, dude. There were some specimens in the background on Race Day Live.
It really was. It was terrible.
Like, what the fuck? Is it because they were in Florida? Is it Florida people?
Florida people. There you go.
I don't know. We'll see in Detroit next week if we got some Detroit people.
Well, that's true because the stage is there where you can.
Now, Indy's got a stage for sure. I don't know about Detroit.
Well, yeah, no, the Detroit one's up there. I sat by it last year.
Okay.
You can
Well,
get-
hey, I'm going to go get on it. But I ain't doing nothing stupid like that.
You're going on Race Day Live?
I might flash my sick jacket I'm wearing.
Oh my goodness. So, all right, let's move on here. Henry Miller, 11th.
Solid.
Gage Linville, 12th.
In it.
Hardy Munoz, 13th.
Partying.
Lance Kobush, 14th.
Solid.
Luke Neese, 15th.
Dude, all right, so let's talk Luke Neese in the heat race.
Okay.
What the fuck was that? Did Fortner fuck his chick or something?
I don't know, man.
He
was
ran it in hard on Fortner.
hard
for like
on
no
Fork.
reason.
Yeah, and then Fork was like, all right, well, you want to play this game? Let's do it.
Yeah, like Fortner. What place Fortner get? He our next guy.
Yeah. No, Trevor Collip was 16th, and then Fortner was
Collip
17th.
is solid too.
Yeah.
So just to get into Fortner, like Fortner, he still showed that he had that little bit of dog in him. Where
Yeah.
he's like, all right, bitch, watch this, and literally put his ass right off the track, dude. Yeah, because Fortner's out there just minding his own business, and this 3-digit guy, no disrespect, just fucking ran him hard, dude.
Fortner's going into dad mode, which is a
I
problem.
like it.
Because then you get that old man strength. When you turn into a dad, you get that old man strength.
Well, dude, I don't know what the fuck that was. It was unnecessary. But Fortner was like, all right, bitch. Like, I thought it was awesome. Like,
oh, yeah.
he
no,
still
it
got
was great.
that dog in him. And he had a great main event going on for what he's been dealt in 7th place until he got cleaned out by another. Colin Park, of all people, cleaned him.
Yes.
Like, what? Everybody had a problem with Fortner
Everybody
last
was
night.
pissed at Fortner last night.
Why?
I don't know. Couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even begin to tell you. It was just, you know what? He was sick. That happened. Just wasn't his thing, all right?
Yeah. He was down in the whoops. He was a statistic in practice.
It was
So.
a statistic.
But did his airbag go off, you think?
Ooh, great question. Not sure.
Didn't look like the airbag went off when he hit the ground on the...
Dude, how about when they put it on JT and did it? I think it was,
couldn't tell.
Was it Race Day Live? I
Did
think
they? They made it blow up.
Yeah. No, he had it on outside.
Did his biceps get big?
Yeah. No, but it like did it, and he was like, and then laughed about it. It was awesome.
Oh, and he was with Reed.
Yeah. Yes.
Why? Yeah, I guess they squashed the beef, whatever their deal was. But
Yeah.
I
Wait.
think JT wasn't in agreeance with all the.
I thought JT was on Team Reed.
He was Team Reed, and JT I don't think agreed with some of the personal life decisions the Reeds were making.
Oh. All right.
Like upside down pineapple kind of thing.
Yep, I understand.
Gotcha.
You didn't have to say that out
Okay.
loud, but thank you.
I mean, it's not really a secret in the industry. Everybody kind of says it and knows it. So,
Yeah.
which, whatever. I mean, if you're not on board with that, you're not on board with that.
Yeah. It's
So-
fine. But yeah, I think Fork will be way better than this.
I agree. Yeah,
So,
he'll be good in Detroit. Maybe he'll win in Detroit again.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
RJ, 18th, on brand.
Tough blocks.
On brand.
First off, look, I just went on a whole rant about tough blocks and how they're fucking ruining people's races.
Yeah.
But you can't jump off the track 4 feet and land on one. Like,
No, and then of course lands on that fly. Of course, I heard they had issues with that flying saucer.
that flying saucer's an issue at every race. Do you remember at Detroit a couple years ago where it
Yeah.
just kept making its way out into the middle of the corner?
Yep.
Everybody catches a peg on those.
Yep. They're terrible.
Pack it up. Send it. Send it overseas. Get it out of here.
I'll take it.
Give me the saucer. I mean, honestly, if they're so fucking worried about the money they spent on tough blocks,
Yeah.
they could have a fucking auction or something. Do you know
Auction
how
off.
many people would buy a tough block to put in their fucking garage?
$500.
Yeah. Like,
Yep.
we could put... Let's get a bunch of fucking tough blocks. Let's
Build
make
a
a couch
couch
out
out
of them. Like, I'm in. We're on to something.
There we go.
We could flip the saucer upside down and have a table.
There we go. Look at that. We just
Hey.
like that. We fixed the studio issue.
Sean, get us some tough blocks, dude.
They're probably mad at us for something.
I think we've been pretty good.
They're mad at us because we want to see the statistics.
Look, I will have an adult conversation about statistics all day.
Well, yeah.
Like, I would love to see that data that should be public. Like,
Yeah.
drunk driving's a statistic that we all get to see. Like,
Just compare the whoop crash statistic to drunk driving. That's awesome.
texting and driving.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what kind of statistics are they showing Formula One.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like, if you have that data, let's see it.
Yeah. Jack Chambers is back, 19th. I didn't know he was riding here this year, but
No,
okay.
I didn't either. Made the main.
Yep, made the main, so that's good. Pierce Brown, 20th. That's
a heartbreaker, dude.
Dude.
I really do think that's a heartbreaker, but it really pains me to say this,
Yeah.
but you can change the bike, you can change the program, you still got the same rider.
Yep.
I watched the press day videos. He was on the ground twice. And he had those down in the brown pants on. And then in the main,
That's because that's so you can't see him poop.
look, he answered the questions. Can Pierce Brown get a start?
Yeah, which he did.
Both heat race
And main.
Main.
Got a start. And he was good, dude.
He was good, dude.
He was good.
He was good, and look at that, all that for nothing.
Uh-huh. Because, yeah.
All that because of a fucking tough block, Travis.
I know.
Yeah, this sport's brutal in that way. Like, you have it all and just takes it away in 2 seconds. So,
Yep. 100%.
bummed for the guy.
Yep.
Super bummed.
Broken
But
T5, and we'll see him in 26.
is he 2-year deal?
I think so.
Because did you happen to listen to Jordan Smith talking about contract negotiation with Bobby Reagan?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Dude, that was epic.
That was hilarious.
That was epic.
Hilarious. It's like,
Well, you're getting kind of old. You just signed
you signed
Anstey.
Max Anstey last week.
Well, I know how old he was. What?
Well, he's 31. How old are you? I'm 28. Oh, sorry about that, son.
Terrible.
That was great. But,
Dude,
yeah, Pierce Brown, man, that sucks. He looked
You
good.
knew it was bad because they didn't show us a replay. And there's always a camera on the leader. I know this. They've talked about this openly. There's always a camera on the leader during a race. And so when he crashed and we didn't see a replay, I went, oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
Well, he was laying there not moving.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And he was out.
Yeah.
Knocked out.
Well, he was out. They don't want to show moving him when he's in that condition because of things that are happening.
Of those things, yeah.
Yep. So that's why we didn't see any sort of replay.
That makes sense.
Yep. Max Bolin, 21st. Handbrake issues.
Hey, I want to just say this, and you're gonna fucking disagree with me because of that fucking thing sitting over there. That handbrake. Dude, all the credit in the world to be riding at that level with a handbrake.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't think it's as easy as what people think. Or what you think, Mr. Mealy Boy.
Mr. Awesome over here.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Awesome.
He used to ride with one all the time. We're cool.
Yeah, but you weren't going through the whoops and then setting up for a sand section.
It's pretty simple.
You think you could brake tap in the air?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, for sure. Super easy.
Whatever.
Bro, you just ride like this. One on the brake, one on the clutch. You just move them. You learn to move them. I haven't done this in a lot of years, but you learn to move them separately. Simple. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. What they need to do is contact some of these pro. We need to get hold of Jason Britton, and he'll help you out with getting that handbrake straightened out.
You know what I would like to do? I would like go down to club, do a YouTube video of me trying to figure out how to ride that fucking thing.
Super simple.
I don't know. If anybody has a handbrake set up, send it our way. We'll do some testing.
We got one right there.
I'm not riding that fucking thing.
Why? What are you so scared of?
I want to ride a motocross track. I want to
I
feel
rode a
what
motocross
Max
track on that
Bolin
before.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Would you ride one again?
Yeah.
Oh, you talk about wanting to make good content?
Yeah.
Let's put you on the street bike, send you around
Ask
Needham's
Nito
track.
about me riding the motocross track with that.
God, I can't wait.
Chasing his kid around on the 50 on a street bike.
Yeah, right.
I did.
Video, anywhere.
I don't know. Because I'd always be like...
Let's remake it.
Because I'd always be out riding.
Let's remake it.
I got to get that redone.
Okay.
I'm doing a car show.
Let's get it redone, and we'll see you do
I'm doing a car show in August. I'm taking that with me.
a car show in August. What show?
Michiana Automania. TLR Coatings will be there. Stop by the booth. See us.
Maybe I'll come.
With a Legion Diesel. It's Iron Man weekend.
Oh, you already got somebody set up with you. I was gonna say, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let's wrap up before we just talk about life here. That's it. Max Bolin, what did you hear about the handbrake?
I just heard that that's the problem. That's what broke when he cased that jump. When he cased the finish line.
He landed and then it.
Yeah, it broke, and that's why he was out.
Oh, it didn't cause the case.
I don't think so. I don't know.
When they said handbrake, I thought maybe it kind of locked up a little bit off the face of that.
Oh, I don't know. I'd be interested. Having been around,
I mean, the club video will probably tell us.
yeah,
when it comes
and
out,
having
but-
been around handbrakes as long as I have, I'd be super interested to see what the setup is that they've done to see what it compares to like what we've done, and then go, okay, cool, yeah, here's your problem. Because we went through, trust me, I've done all the different setups. And what I really hope is that they're not. So one of the setups we used to do, right, is we would custom make a rear master cylinder that you would be able to run a line from the handbrake there, so you would be able to have the foot pedal and the handbrake on the same master cylinder there. And those never worked great.
I don't feel like that would work good.
It worked okay, but it wasn't great.
I feel like power wasn't consistent.
What they really need to do, the best thing to do, would be to run a second rear caliper. That was always what we did that worked best. Was to run a second rear caliper, right? So they
but
really,
at that level, that affects how the bike handles and all that kind of shit.
maybe a
Little bit more weight.
I mean, it's pretty center mass on the rear wheel.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it would change it that much, and like you're not adding that much weight to it. Like it isn't hurt. It's not hurting it. There's no way you could ever convince me that that's.
Yeah, whatever. Either way.
I mean, okay, so if you want to talk about weight. Did you see the Pingree thing, where he was talking about the Honda graphics?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because they've
been doing that a long time.
Because they save all this weight, and then they throw a 4-pound graphics kit on there, and it's like, wait, what? So yeah,
but when they're setting up a bike, it's got graphics on it.
I know, but I'm just saying. To me, it's an irrelevant point for that little bit of weight, and if that is causing you issue, I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, it's an interesting deal that I would like to know more about.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And Preston Baseflug, 22nd. There we are.
There he is.
250 race recap.
250 race recap.
Brought to you by our friends at Flo Racing. Apologies to the members there. I tried to get the live stream to reconnect there. It froze up a little while ago, and I am not really sure why. No. Ralph did text me on, what's it called?
Instagram?
Oh, the Wi-Fi went out. That's why it's not working, because the Wi-Fi is no longer fucking working. So
I got Wi-Fi over here, brother.
It's set so there's a Wi-Fi signal, but there's no internet. Is the problem?
I'm reloading over here, brother.
Well, according to that thing over there that's flashing red at me, there's no Wi-Fi. So that would be our issue there. So anyway, all right. Anything else from Tampa?
Tampa Hill wasn't there.
Tampa Hill wasn't there.
Officer Hill
Was not cuffing and stuffing.
no. Wild Night of Racing.
Anything? Yes. Rev X segment.
I dropped the ball and didn't even post on X about anything. Let me see if I got anything on that little send me your hot takes that I just put up.
Well, we'll see if it loads, because apparently there is no Wi-Fi back there. Because mine is not loading here.
Here, we got some. We got some hot takes.
All right, let's hear it.
Jacob Polanco.
Okay. Rev XX segment.
But this is actually on my Instagram story, so we're just going to take it.
That's fine.
Sexton doesn't lose the red plate until Jet comes back. Supercross and outdoors. That's this guy's hot take.
Fake news.
Said he points leader all the way through.
Okay, well, that's a hot take for sure.
My buddy Justin Reeves. We're still waiting on that Jalik Spoll jersey. There should be only 16 people in the main event.
Why 16? Where do you come up with that? How do you come up with that random ass number?
Well, that would be just out of the heat. Even though the LCQs are probably the best race of the night.
The Heat has 9.
9 and 9, 18. Oh, you're right. So, I guess I don't know where 16.
So, look, we could go 20. I'd be okay with 20. You go 9, 9, and 2 out of the LCQ. But I also only want 40 dudes.
I guess I did ask for a hot take.
I also only want 40 dudes riding all day for each class.
It was a little sizzly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, 16. So you're not on board with 16?
I'm not on board with 16.
I'm on board with 18.
You got to have 20. 20 dudes out there is okay.
Lapped once, you get black flag. Lapped twice.
Lapped twice, you get black flag.
Twice,
Yep.
Black flag. Okay. Justin Middlebrooks. Ken wins Detroit.
Okay.
And I'm kind of on board with that.
Not arguing that at all. I think he's going to be pissed, yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. Christopher Jalen. Mr. Awesome. Baby party skills or Justin Cooper's whoop jumping?
Which is better?
I guess.
Oh, party.
Are your party skills better than Justin Cooper in the whoops?
My party skills are on par with Cooper Webb's whoop speed during the race.
So not the best, but in the middle.
Okay, they're on par with Mookie's whoop speed from this week.
Okay. All right. That's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
Or
I guess you could say Justin Cooper's jump speed at the goat farm. We'll go with that.
Okay. No, nothing on. I don't know. You're right. The shit ain't loading.
I told you. I can see it over there. I can see the red light of death on the Wi-Fi. This is what happens.
We'll go click it real quick.
Because usually what would be
because
happening
maybe
here,
there's more on here, and this was only the
that's
three
okay.
I got.
We're good. We've been at this
Go
for a
click
couple
it.
hours. I got stuff I got to do
Yeah,
for work
you're
here.
right. I got some
So,
stuff.
all right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, members, sorry the internet Wi-Fi went out. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. It's always something here, right?
It is.
So thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully the new camera looks good. Sounds good this week. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks to all our sponsors here. Rev X Products, a.k.a. Rev X Oil, a.k.a. Max Power. Go get you some of that. If you want a free sample of NANO XTREME Pain Cream, make sure to send us an email with your address and your name there, and we will get one of those out to you. Thanks to Gutter Works. Thanks to Flo Racing. Thanks to Holster Co. Thanks to TLR Coatings. Thanks to Complete Racing Solutions.
Thanks to Justin.
Thanks to Justin for not picking up the phone and not fucking showing up. It's fucking cool, bro. Thanks to you guys for watching. We will, okay, so this week here, Detroit will be at the race.
Hey, you see us, say what's up.
If you see us, say what's up. Me and Cole will both be there.
Hey, how about this?
Yeah.
If you see us,
Yeah.
you take a photo with us
Yes.
and put it on your Instagram story.
Yes.
And tag NANO XTREME.
Yes.
We'll send you a bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go. We will also get you a Rev X t-shirt.
Hey,
There we go.
there you go. So be on alert.
Yeah. So
We might not be together, so
Yeah. Cole doesn't like me outside of the show.
that's what he thinks.
It's like it's almost seeing him.
No, Travis's girl doesn't like me.
Seeing him is almost like trying to hang out with Jeff Walker. It's next to impossible for me. All right. I have to make sure I introduce myself every time when I see them in public because they don't know me outside the show.
Oh, did they ghost you?
Who?
Did Jeff ghost you?
No.
Oh.
No,
I
it's
thought
just,
maybe he ghosted you.
No, it's just every time I see him, I'm just like, "Hey, Jeff Walker, remember me?" Because
And he's like, who the fuck are you?
yeah, because he does it when I hit him up to be on the show. He just never responds to me. So,
Oh. All right.
which I'm sure now he'll get some DMs and be like, "What the fuck?" But whatever. So, where are you sitting this week? What section are you
I
in?
ain't got tickets yet, son.
Yep, that's on brand. On brand.
Yeah, well, I got a little idea for you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Can't reveal my sources on there, though, for good seats.
I mean, I bought good seats.
Oh, you bought good seats?
Yeah, I'm second level.
Look, dude, I buy the cheapest tickets available, and
Yeah, I
I go
know.
sit wherever I want. So.
I know. I buy second level. I don't ever buy like I've bought lower bowl before, like top of lower bowl. I
I
wasn't.
don't
a fan.
even think it's that cool. down
Yeah.
there.
Well, so I always buy towards the top because usually
like
I don't
I'm
know.
even like third bowl style shit.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I was very unprepared this year though. Like I bought these not too long ago. Indy's like,
Well, I might be in the suite. That's why.
oh, the Kawasaki suite. You like get us in there or what?
I can't. It's not my district. Not my jurisdiction.
That is so fucking gay.
Whoa. Easy.
You know, I've been wanting to get a suite at Detroit for years now, but every time.
Well, let me drop something on you here. Everybody, have a good night. If you see us at the race,
Thanks for tuning in.
hey, make sure if you see us, grab a photo, tag us in it.
T-shirt, Nano Extreme. Later.
Later.
Thanks for tuning into the Moto Aftermath Show. If you guys like the show, make sure to give us a thumbs up there with that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you never miss a show update, a live show, or anything that we're doing here because when we find out news, we will be on here bringing you our thoughts with it. Also, if you guys want to help support the show, join our members area. You'll get member exclusives, including live shows. You get to watch the show being recorded live, and you'll get all sorts of other member benefits. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Join the members area. Subscribe. We'll see you all on the next one.